Welcome to the Waxahachie Autoplex pregame show, brought to you by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club. My name is Blake Jones, and I'll be your host for tonight's show. In some circles, Argyle traveled to Paris for the district championship. Paris, on paper, didn't have a chance for the district crown because of forfeitures, but on the field they were undefeated in district. Paris had only lost one game all year, and that was to the number 4 team in 4A Division II, the Pleasant Grove Hawks. They felt like they could give Argyle a battle, and on a chilly November night, they did. Argyle is scoreless on their first 2 drives and has to have a goal line stand to keep Paris off of the scoreboard before Cole Kirkpatrick breaks the tie with a 28-yard touchdown on 4th down. Paris answers, though, and it's tied after the first quarter. CJ had found one of his senior wideouts in the first quarter and finds another one in the second for his 30th touchdown pass on the year.
CJ, look at the throw, still looking. He's got a man wide open. Nobody's there. Cash Walker at the top of the A for Paris in the end zone. 14-yard touchdown pass. CJ to sweet feet. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
14-7 Argyle in the second quarter. The Argyle defense needed to keep Paris off the board before the first half conclusion, and that they did. In fact, they added to the good side of the scoreboard.
He's going to run the option again, and he fumbles the football as he was wanting to hand it out, and it's going to be picked up. Ethan Gonzalez, scoop and score for Gonzo 3.0. Argyle Eagle touchdown. 6 on the board for Argyle.
Huge defensive touchdown for the Eagles to give them a 14-point lead going into halftime. There was stingy defense played on both sides for much of the second half, except when you have a receiver that can jump higher than everyone else and high point the football.
Argyle going for the end zone again and going up to make the catch. And he did make the catch in the back of the end zone again. Cole Kirkpatrick with an amazing catch over the defender. 18-yard touchdown pass. CJ to Kirkpatrick. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
That was Kirkpatrick's second touchdown of the night and 13th on the season. The Argyle defense stands strong and pitches a shutout in the second half. Here's Kenny to wrap this thing up.
Man, but that is your ball game here at Wildcat Stadium in Paris. Argyle goes 10-0. Once again, another undefeated season. And get ready for the Class 4A Division I playoffs. Our final score here from Wildcat Stadium, Argyle 28, Paris 7.
The Eagles finished the regular season undefeated on their way to their 12th straight district title. They increased their consecutive district win streak to 61 and their regular season winning streak to 57, while outscoring their opponents by 33 points per game this year. A dominant season for Argyle. Argyle drew North Dallas in the bi-district round of playoffs. For the second year in a row, Argyle will have a home playoff game as they host the 2-4 Bulldogs. For more on North Dallas, let's hear from their head coach, Bobby Estes. All right, time now for the CNN Mortgage Scouting Report. And on our phone line this morning is North Dallas head coach, Bobby Estes. Hi, Coach. How are you?
Having a great morning. In fact, it's a beautiful day in North Texas for sure.
Absolutely. Starting to get a little cooler, but this little stretch is just a wonderful time to play football. Coach, I first want to say congratulations. North Dallas is in the playoffs for the first time since 1952, so you've broken quite the streak over there.
You know, it's hard to imagine that long of a streak, but we'll take it.
So what's the excitement level around the team? Do the kids know the history of the school and how big of a deal this is for them?
Yeah, no, our kids know. I mean, it's not something that I've only been here for 2 years. This is my second season, but it's not something that's brought up often. You know, they know, and they know the past coaching staff, kind of laid it out for them too. And, they know that that they've been an underdog for a while.
Now, we'll get into your history here in a few minutes, but making playoffs is not new for you. But does it get you re-excited seeing the excitement level on the kids making the playoffs for the first time?
Yeah. I came here with the goal to kind of, to reestablish something, or maybe even to disestablish something. But, this was kind of a, I don't want to use the word bucket list, but this was, I've been coaching a long time, and this was kind of a neat opportunity to come in and kind of reestablish something. And, the fact that we were able to do it in our second year is kind of a cool thing.
Speaking on that, you were at Woodrow Wilson for 21 seasons. You made playoffs 14 out of 15 years in the middle stretch there. What was important for you to bring from Woodrow Wilson over here to North Dallas?
Well, yeah, maybe just a work ethic. Just this is the way it can be done, or a proven way that could be done. Sometimes, I didn't reinvent the wheel or anything like that. We just, came in with the concept that we're gonna, prepare, we're gonna work hard, we're gonna, have an established off season, and just do the things that worked for us 3 miles away from here, because that's believe it or not, these two schools are 3 miles apart, and that's what we did, and I think it's working, and the kids have bought in, and it's been an enjoyable time.
This is North Dallas head coach Bobby Estes on with us, and the school is only 3 miles apart. They're in the same DISD. You even said you have a lot of the same officials at your games. So how hard has this transition been? Has your color finally switched over to orange from red?
I'm not a real slim guy. So in red, I looked like Santa, and orange, I looked like a pumpkin. But, I don't know what color looks slimming, but, it hasn't done me any favors. But, the only goofy thing is we play in the same stadium, and, I have to readjust my internal GPS leaving North Dallas to go to Franklin Field versus leaving, Woodrow Wilson going to Franklin Field. And I've turned off on the wrong exit a couple of times, but it's becoming more and more like home. And these people are the North Dallas folks have been just really welcoming, and and we'll hope to make a little run right now.
I love that you're a coach with a sense of humor. You were a Wildcat. Now you're a Bulldog. Do you feel like you're better as a dog or a cat?
Yeah, that's a real. I mean, there's kind of a veterinary clinic at my house, isn't there?
Right.
We both get but I've never been an eagle or anything like that. But yeah, it's. My oldest son, both my boys graduated from Woodrow Wilson, and they still wear the Wildcat stuff. And I was like, hey, when are you going to transition to Bulldog? He goes, I'm not an alum, so, it's one of those things, but, we're trying to, if we do it right, in a couple of years, the reputation of North Dallas football will be such that it will be respected just like Woodrow Wilson football is respected now.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, the transition phase for you, and I'm excited for the future for yourself there at North Dallas. But Coach, what's the trick? I mean, when you get to Woodrow Wilson, they were 2-38, and back in 1998 when you got there, we just mentioned the streak at North Dallas that you've broken. You seem to be a rescuer of some sorts of football programs. What's your trick?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a trick. I just think that you work hard, and you're fortunate enough to have some good kids show up, and then you coach them in such a way that they want to play football. I've questioned myself. These last 2 seasons haven't been just extremely easy, and I had to harken back to our beginnings at Woodrow. Weren't at the beginning they weren't easy, and I think any kind of change is difficult. I do think you just need to work hard in the off season, get your kids stronger, and then be there as a sounding board, and be there as a guy that we're going to do this together, and you roll up your sleeves, and our classes coming up are going to be pretty formidable the next couple of years, and that's exciting. So that's why we were really we felt fortunate to get to play football this year, and kind of can't wait to get ready for next season, believe it or not.
Absolutely. I do have one final question for you, Coach. I appreciate your time this morning. But you have something on your ledger that not a lot of high school coaches or college coaches get, and that's you coached a future NFLer in Sergio Kendall at Woodrow Wilson. So what was it like to coach? Did you know that he was primed for big things? As a coach, do you know, hey, this kid's got a really bright future?
Well, at the same time, believe it or not, I don't want to leave out this guy named Greg McCoy. Greg McCoy played for the Bears, and then Sergio played for the Ravens. And they were one class separated from each other. So we had an embarrassment of riches there for a while from like '03 to '06. But yeah, when Sergio walked in the room, he filled up the door, and you knew you had something special. And I tell the kids, as I probably tell too many stories about the guy, he wasn't the fastest. Now, he was the biggest on the team, but he wasn't the fastest. He played tailback and linebacker, and he never came off the field. But he never lost a sprint. He would be dead tired at the end of workout, but he was going to run his sprints harder than any guy I've ever seen. And that preparation carried him on through to Texas to be an Outland Trophy winner, and and now he's a great husband and father, and very, very proud of him.
Do you ever have him around and talk to the team?
He hasn't been up. He's got his career down in Austin. Hopefully I'm trying to convince him to be a coach. But you got to take a pay cut to do that. But he does call quite a bit. In fact, he called to congratulate us on making the playoffs. But eventually we'll have him up, and he'll step into the Hallett Halls. He did come to. One little side note, he could have attended the Woodrow Wilson homecoming, and he instead attended the North Dallas football game. So he did talk to the kids last season. So, he's a great resource and a great young man.
Yeah, I would imagine that was a fun 4 years that you had him there at Woodrow Wilson. But, Coach, I appreciate your time. Congratulations on making the playoffs, and best of luck to you and your kids on Thursday night.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks to Coach Estes for his time. Coming up after the break, we hear from Coach Rogers.
Wow. Thank you, Argyle, for making Magnolia Realty Argyle's favorite choice for all things real estate. Thank you for your confidence and your trust in our team. We couldn't do it without you. From acreage, estates, custom-built homes, or existing homes, our team's decades of experience and innovative approach continue to produce unparalleled results. Find out what the rest of Argyle already knows when marketing their home. There is a difference. When Argyle thinks of real estate, they think of Magnolia Realty.
Hey, Eagle fans, need a place to store all your championship trophies and medals? Yellow Door Storage, located at I-35W and Crawford Road next to the new emergency hospital, is a brand new Class A facility with climate-controlled and drive-up units, fully enclosed boat and RV storage, and a state-of-the-art security system. Whether you're moving into a new home, reorganizing your garage, or expanding your business, Yellow Door Storage is the solution for you. When you need to store, think Yellow Door.
All right, time now for the weekly flyover brought to you by the Waxahachie Autoplex. And, Coach, it's playoffs time around here in Argyle. But before we move on to playoffs, I do want to talk about your big win at Paris. What did you like coming out of that game and coming away undefeated in the regular season?
Well, winning a district championship is a goal for us each and every year. The 10 wins in a COVID year is special. The fact is that we're able to get all our games in, and we were to be successful with that. It's unbelievable that was not the prediction way back in August. We were hoping we would just get to play, and then certainly we were rocking along, trying to get in a district, hope no games were canceled, and then look up and you're 10 games into it. But it's a scary situation in Argyle in regards to it's one of the best teams we've had, but we know that just through a series of quarantining or COVID positives that it could change in a hurry.
But speaking on the Wildcats, that was a really good team. I know at least in their circles they wanted to paint it as a district championship because on the field they were undefeated in district play up until that game. But playing a team like that was a good tune-up for your team going into playoffs. How do you feel like your team responded?
Oh, I mean, we beat a great football team. I think they're strong in every position. They have undersized offensive linemen, but those kids started on defense the whole game. Very well conditioned, strong athletes, and I felt like it was great for us to get out there. They challenged us offensively and defensively, and we were able to respond. So I'm pleased with the performance of the Argyle Eagles, and And certainly, our whole deal is to get healthy and get a bunch of reps, and we were able to do that and moving into the playoff season.
To me, it seemed like there was a point in the game where you wanted to really harp on the run offensively. You wanted to outmuscle Paris on the ground, and and they're one of the more physical and better defenses that you played. Am I picking up on that right? Did it reach a point in the game where you said, okay, we're going to run the football and we're going to establish our run game?
To some degree, that's the response. They were dropping everybody to stop our pass. We couldn't get the deep ball. And so when teams do that, we have to run the ball. It challenged us. We had to come up with some new schemes to get outside and take advantage of them. And I was pleased. I thought we ran the ball well, and we were very physical at the point of attack, and we didn't get frustrated by any of that stuff.
See, to me, at least on our broadcast perch, I don't know if you saw us out in the elements with you last Friday night, but it seemed to me like you wanted to establish to your kids, like, running the game or running the ball won't be easy in playoffs either. It almost seemed to me like you were testing your offensive line and your offense, like, hey, sometimes we're not going to break every run. We're going to get 4 yards at a time. Was that kind of a mindset there?
Well, I think that's what Paris was allowing us to do. They were giving us an opportunity to run the ball, and I think we needed that work. That work will pay its dividends later on. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to get out there and do it. Those guys love that challenge. They embrace that challenge, and it wasn't our necessary top 5 in there all time. We were rolling some kids into that lineup, and they were all working together, so we benefited from it greatly.
You've been slowly working Tito Bice back all year, and a few times you've mentioned he may be on a pitch count here and there. How do you feel like he's been progressing throughout the year, working back from that injury from last year?
I think it's only natural to slow roll him and to come back with a pitch count. We've upped our conditioning the last 2 weeks. We're doing everything possible to put ourselves out there to a guy that can carry 25, 30 times a game. All the running backs have been going through that. So I'm pleased with where they are right now. We just need a good showing on Thursday night. Get out there and get after those guys and stay healthy and get ready for the next game.
It's been really big for you to have that depth at running back throughout the entire year. But if Tito is 100%, do you see him as a 40-carry back like he was against La Vega last year, or do you think that because of the depth, you can roll with a more balanced attack on the run game?
I think a healthy running back is critical to what we're doing. A rested, healthy running back. I don't see the necessity for him to get out there and touch the ball 40 times. We may need to run it that many times, but I think going forward, we're looking at longevity. Obviously, whatever it takes to win is priority for us, and we'll feel like we'll make those decisions during the game.
So as we look ahead, you pull North Dallas in the first round of playoffs. You get another home game this year, which I know you like. They're coached by Coach Bobby Estes, who had a lot of success at Woodrow Wilson. He came in there, turned Woodrow Wilson around, and left them in a good position, and he seems to be doing that again at North Dallas, making their first playoff appearance since 1952. Surely there's a little bit of admiration for what he's able to do in turning a program around, almost like what you had to do here at Argyle.
That's a pretty extensive drought, and for him to go over there and change that program and to get that program producing some wins, great job. I applaud that kind of effort. He had some good players at Woodrow Wilson, namely Sergio Kendall that went to Texas, and for him to get over at North Dallas, we had some great conversations. He's a great guy, and I think that it sounds like he's the right man for the job. To those kids migrate to him and want to play the game, and he can introduce the right way to play the game.
Did you ever think about restarting a program once you had established Argyle? Was there ever any desire to want to go see a program that's down in the dumps and want to lift them to where you have Argyle now? There's
a lot of coaches that do that and made great careers doing that. I've never seen myself as that. I like stability. I'm still trying to make this job as great as it possibly can, to make this athletic program as great as it possibly can. I'm fearful of losing this job, so I'm just trying to keep this one as kind of my mindset.
So we don't have to worry about you leaving anytime soon. That's good news for a lot of people.
That's I don't like moving, so yeah, that would be great motivation for me.
Before I let you go, I do want to get to the Rapid Med keys to the game. What's going to be important for your team in round 1 against North Dallas?
Well, I think the number one thing is that we need to respond. We need to respond as a football team. We need to realize that this is the 3rd season, and we need to get our game face on and get out there and give it our very best when it's our opportunity to play. The second thing is we need to make sure we get out there and play hard and avoid the injury bug. We need to set ourselves up for success by staying healthy. That means being healthy on the field, being healthy during the week, and doing all the things we need to be healthy. And the third thing is we're a team that made for destiny, and we need to see ourselves as that team. And that just means we need to take care of business on the field and off the field, that we get one shot to be great. And the Texas High School playoffs is win or go home. And we need to be at the top of our game each and every week, all 5 weeks up to the state championship game.
It's a short week. It's a Thursday night game. Coach, I appreciate your time and best of luck.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach Rogers. All right, one more break before I throw it to the guys for tonight's action.
Hello, neighbors, and welcome to another season of Argyle Eagles Sports. This is Jolette Ryan, owner of the RE/MAX North Texas team located here in Argyle. And although my own Eagles have left the nest, like you, we are ready for some football. As a parent, I pray your children are healthy and safe and trust the faculty and coaches. Once again, it is our honor to serve as an all-sports sponsor for Argyle Sports, which for us is an annual labor of love. Remember, support our teachers, our teams, our first responders, and police. Come to the RE/MAX North Texas team. We are ready to serve all of your real estate needs.
Hey Argyle folks, want 100% employee pricing on a new set of wheels? Then get to Waxahachie Autoplex today. Owners Wes and Lisa Spence are proud parents of number 78 Blake Spence. So whether you need a new Ford, Dodge, Jeep, or Nissan, you'll find the best selection of new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Wes doesn't play games with a sales staff. In fact, he'll deliver the car and sign the paperwork on your kitchen table. Tell him you heard about it from us. Great selection, service, and price. That's what Waxahachie Autoplex is all about.
All right, that'll do it for me tonight. I'd like to thank Coach Estes and Coach Rogers for coming on the show. And I'd like to thank you for listening. Now let's go live to the 407 Barbecue Press Box, where Robert Hudgens, Mitch Cullen, and the legendary Kenny Arthur will take you the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Blake Jones. Another fantastic pregame show put together by Blake, as always, as we are set for playoff football on this Thursday night. We are live at Eagle Stadium, home of your Argyle Eagles, District 7-4A Division I champs. And they'll take on the 4th place team from District 8-4A Division I, the North Dallas Bulldogs. North Dallas comes in at 2-4 on the season, and 2-3 is what they were in district play. And all those Dallas schools, of course, played a few less games. Dallas Independent School District started their football season a little bit later, so they are a couple of games short of what everybody else had. They did win one game via forfeit. They actually played the game, but Dallas Carter was used an ineligible player, and so they got a victory there as well. So that's what brought them to 2-4. And as Blake mentioned, I'm Kenny Arthur, and got Mitch Cullen sitting beside us, and Clark McNulty out of town this weekend doing some softball coaching, I believe. And so Robert Hudgens is down on the sideline tonight, and so we'll check in with him momentarily as the teams are just about set to come out onto the field here at your Waxahachie Autoplex pregame show. We are live in the 407 Barbecue Press Box, and I believe the Argyle Eagles are about set to come out. And while we're waiting, I think it's important, Mitch, that you instill some of your wisdom with your Rapid Med Urgent Care keys to victory.
Yeah, you know, this is a different one, right? I mean, this is a playoff game against an opponent that probably isn't on the same level as Argyle, right? So the keys to the game, you know, I guess really you should say, you know, you got to control the line of scrimmage, you got to limit your turnovers, you got to play all 3 facets of the game. But the truth of the matter is, just go out there and win this game and don't get hurt, and let's move on to the next round. You know, it's a momentous game. It's a monumental game for North Dallas. it's just a playoff game for Argyle, right? And they just got to play it like it's a playoff game and take care of business. You know, it's crazy that North Dallas comes in with 2 victories on the year, and they get more pub in the Dallas Morning News
Right.
than how many 90% of the teams in the whole Metroplex. But it is kind of a fun story, and certainly nice to see other teams, get the opportunity to play in the playoffs.
Yeah, and it is in North Dallas. If you didn't get a chance to listen to some of the pregame show, 1952, the last time North Dallas was in the playoffs, and we're down for the coin toss.
Okay, you guys are the visitors? Okay, heads, tails, Call it loud enough so that he can hear it. Let me know what he has said, okay? What'd he say? What do we got? Tails, you agree? Okay, you guys have won the toss. Argyle, what do you want to do?
Take the ball.
I'm gonna step out here and let everybody know, okay? Argyle has won the toss and elected to receive.
KTC.
You want to kick to the clock? Okay, put your back that way to that goal line.
So as you heard, Argyle will receive. That was the CNN Mortgage coin toss. Don't leave your financial future up to the flip of a coin. Let CNN Mortgage help you with the biggest purchase of your life, as we are just about set here for kickoff here at Eagle Stadium with Argyle getting the football first. Who are your offensive starters for the Argyle Eagles? CJ, look at the throw, still looking. He's got a man wide open. Nobody's there. Cash Walker at the top of the A for Paris in the end zone. 14-yard touchdown pass. CJ to sweet feet. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Todd Rogers, head coach. This is my starting 11 on offense.
CJ Rogers, number 12, senior quarterback.
Tito Bice, number 9, senior running back.
Cole Kirkpatrick, 5, senior wide receiver.
Hayden Stewart, number 6, junior wide receiver.
Cash Walker, number 3, senior receiver.
Josh Glott, 87, senior tight end.
Jack Tucker, 75, senior left tackle.
Austin Criswell, 71, junior left guard.
Blake Spence, 78, senior center.
Nick Rubian, 77, junior right guard.
Shannon Wilson, 72, junior right tackle.
And when the Bulldogs get the football, here's your Argyle starting 11 on defense. In the second quarter, and he's going to run the option again, and he fumbles the football as he was wanting to hand it out, and it's going to be picked up. Ethan Gonzalez, scoop and score for Gonzo 3.0. Argyle Eagle touchdown. 6 on the board for Argyle.
Todd Rogers, head coach. This is my starting 11 on defense.
Ty Johnson, 55, senior defensive tackle.
Darren Chapa, 52, senior defensive tackle.
Chase Bennell, 50, defensive tackle.
Grant Mirabal, 32, sophomore linebacker.
Davis LC, 35, senior linebacker.
Reed Atkins, 45, senior linebacker.
Taylor Murdoch, number 13, senior cornerback.
Will Ramsey, 10, junior defensive back.
Zach Stewart, 2, senior safety.
Hunter Roberts, 25, senior safety.
Jet Copeland, number 7, junior corner.
And your officials for tonight, your referee is Tony Acosta, umpire Joe Burlick. Here's a strange one, Mitch, you don't get very often. In the first half, your line judge will be Braden Cox. In the second half, it's going to be Miguel Varela. In the first half, your side judge will be Jorge Juarez. And in the second half, your side judge is going to be Corey Dixon. And your back judge tonight is Francisco Amador. So there are your officials tonight for tonight's football game.
So are they just going to rotate them around, get them some experience at other positions?
I guess. Maybe that's how it's going to work. I don't know. Hey, let's quickly check in down on the field. Robert Hudgens down there. Robert, we got you. Come in, Robert. Robert Hudgens. Robert.
You got me. Can you hear me now?
There he is. We got you. Hey, tell us a little bit about the Chick-fil-A mood on the sideline down there.
Well, I tell you what, these guys are pumped up and ready to go. First playoff game here, and we got it at home, and it doesn't matter if North Dallas hasn't been in the playoffs for a while. They're treating this like this is going to be the hardest competition they've had all year. So these guys are pumped up and ready to go. And I will say one thing after watching this. There's probably a shortage of hair dye in Argyle.
There is the kick goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt by Kevin Ruiz for the North Dallas Bulldogs. And so Argyle will have it 1st and 10 in great field position at their own 40-yard line. And I guess a pretty smart play there to try to get the football, but you also don't want to be giving Argyle great field position. Well, you heard the starters for Argyle. Here is the starting defense for the North Dallas Bulldogs. A 3-4 look for the Bulldogs. Joseph Olaweyu and Cesar Ramos are the defensive ends. Michael Lamas is the nose guard. Outside backers are Kevin Ruiz and Jeremiah Clark. Inside backers, Jorge Veliz and Damian Lopez. Connor Wester and Muhammad Belidi are the cornerbacks. And Marquez Frost and Kewan Adamson are the safeties. And Argyle is going to do a little toss sweep, a little zoom sweep. Actually, will be a completed pass for C.J. Rogers on 1st down to Cole Kirkpatrick. Run on the left side, and he's going to be right about the midfield stripe. We'll mark him out at the Argyle 49. That's a 6-yard pickup for Kirkpatrick. It'll be 2nd down and 4. We'll paint the picture for you here in just a moment with the Cinch Cleaner uniform update. Tito Bice gets a handoff straight ahead, gets into the secondary, and he's just tripped up. Last man that had a shot at him makes the tackle back there. That is the safety, Marquez Frost. 13-yard gain for Argyle. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 38-yard line. Here's a pass to Cole Kirkpatrick. He'll get wrapped up immediately, but have about a 7-yard gain. A couple of Bulldogs come over to combine to make the stop. Muhammad Belidi, the first one, he's the cornerback over there. It's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Argyle in all red tonight. Red jerseys, white numerals outlined in black, white helmets with the red eagle feathers on the side, red pants. And here's Tito Bice again on the right side. He's got a huge hole inside the 20, 10, 5. Argyle Eagle touchdown. Running down the right hash mark. 32-yard touchdown run. Tito Bice, Eagles strike first. 6 on the board for Argyle.
Yeah, and he's got just gaping holes to run through, right? And that's kind of what you expected if you looked at the matchup with the size on size. Argyle a little bit bigger and stronger. And, man, just tons of room for him to go through.
Sutton Lee to hold. Logan May is the deep snapper, and Caden Dodson will attempt the PAT. Good snap, hold us down, and the extra point is on its way, and it is good. 11:01 to play in the first quarter, and it's Argyle 7 and North Dallas nothing here on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. And while we've got a moment here, we'll let you know who's bringing us our first quarter. Thanks to the good folks over at 407 Barbecue and Brian McClarty and the gang over there. Bill Utterford, State Farm agent Matt Ports. Thanks to Will Woods and Magnolia Realty. 5th Gear Automotive. Brian and Shelly Stone at Shout Out Promotions. Brian Conister at Cardinal Financial. Dr. David Dyer with Argyle Orthodontics. And the title sponsor and sponsor of the pregame show, Wes and Lisa Spence at Waxahachie Autoplex. So we certainly appreciate those folks for sponsoring Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting and just the Booster Club in general. Get these kids some extra gear and whatnot. We got some drive summary now, Mitchie Poo.
Yeah, we do. We have a drive summary. Let me get it all together. Very detailed. There's a lot to it here. 4 plays, 57 yards, 59 seconds off the clock, 32-yard touchdown to finish it off for the Eagles there. You know what I was going to say, what's kind of fun about the playoffs is this is when teams can bring out all their plays, right? You know, you don't want to show everything during the regular season, but I don't think we're going to see much extra at all in this game.
High kickoff, and it will go out of bounds. I don't think that's what Coach Rogers wanted.
No.
On that one, I think he was trying to do a little pooch kick maybe. There was Caden Dodson, and somehow, kind of like I do with my wedge, I think he may have scolded a little bit.
Yeah.
And just kicked it a little too far.
Just pulled it or something. Wait, is he kicking left-footed?
I think he went right-footed that time.
Got over the top on it.
Here's the offense for your North Dallas Bulldogs. Quarterback's number 1, Davian Long. He's a junior, 6'1", 180. Doesn't throw the ball a whole lot. He's got 332 yards passing on the season and 81 yards rushing. We'll see who starts at tailback. Yeah, it's a freshman. Jadian Richards is the tailback. Alexis Flores is the fullback and slot. Quincy Goldsmith and Jamarlin Buchanan, the wide receivers. Big boys up front. Jose Sanchez is the center. Angel Gonzalez and Eduardo Ramirez, the guards. Skylar Johnson and Noe Perez are the tackles for the Bulldogs. And they'll run the read option, and the quarterback will keep it on first down. And a nice 8-yard gain off right tackle there for Davian Long, the quarterback. And it'll be 2nd down and 2. Davis Elsey comes up to make the stop for the Eagles with 10:43 to play here in our first quarter. And Argyle leading 7-0 here in the early going.
Yeah, and you got to expect you're going to see a whole bunch of that, right? They, like you said, they don't throw the ball, so my guess is they're just going to pound it, and hope they can generate something.
On 2nd and 2, and they'll fake again and run another read option. And this time Long trying to follow his running back, and that brought the entire Argyle team over there with him, and so a big loss that time for Long. Good to see Jet Copeland back out in the game. He's missed a couple weeks with an injury. So Argyle number 7, Jet Copeland over there at the cornerback spot. It'll be a 3rd down and 6 now for the Bulldogs.
Okay, number 75, Angel Gonzalez is a massive human being.
Yes,
you see that?
6'2", 345.
And you know what? It looks like he's just a big old nice guy. He was patting a couple of the Argyle guys on the shoulder after that play and everything.
3rd down and 6 here. And they are going to try to throw, and under pressure quickly is Long, and he is not going to get away from that pressure. He does get away from the line of scrimmage, or from the line of scrimmage, to avoid the sack, but Grant Mirabal will bring him down after a pickup of about 3, and it'll be 4th down for the Bulldogs, and looks like the punt team will come on.
Yeah, he shook a couple of tackles there, which, you know, it looked like if he could have gotten any kind of steam, he might have had enough to get to the 1st down marker, but just too many guys on Argyle that swarm around that stuff.
So it'll be 4th down. It looks like Sutton Lee, not the usual Zach Stewart, is back to receive the punt, standing back at the 34-yard line. Connor Wester is in punt formation. Oh, they're going to do the fake punt and try to throw it, and nobody's open. Nice job defensively for Argyle as they snap to the up man, Alex Flores, and he was looking for Quincy Goldsmith, and all you can hope for there, Mitch, is that you fool the defense. And when they didn't, when Argyle had him covered like a blanket, there was really nothing for Flores to do, and so Argyle will get the football at the North Dallas 35-yard line.
Yeah, and again, kind of like their onside kick, I don't blame them, right? I mean, they're pretty much thinking Argyle's going to score either way. You know, what's the difference if they go from 35 or 60?
Braden Baker is checked in at running back for the Eagles, and they'll fake to him. Play action here on 1st down. Rogers is going to go deep on the left side. He's looking for Hayden Stewart, who's coming in for it. He makes the catch at the top of the A in the Argyle end zone. 35-yard touchdown pass. C.J. Rogers to Hayden Stewart. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and Hayden Stewart did a great job adjusting to the ball in the air. He was running just a fly route on the sideline. Ball was thrown a little bit more towards the numbers, and he had to come back in, made a sliding catch as he got just a little bit of room between him and the cornerback and made a sliding catch, and it was a great throw and catch right there.
Caden Dotson back out for the extra point once again. Snaps a little bit low, but hold is good, and the kick is good as well. 8:45 to play first quarter. It's now Argyle 14, North Dallas nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
A little better kickoff this time for Caden Dotson. And the fair catch will be made by Jeremiah Clark back at the 10. So they will bring that out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down. Oh, first, let's get us a drive summary with old Mitchie Poo here.
We got to have the drive summary. All right, this is a brought to us by Dave and Kathy Salisbury, the real estate station. One play, 35 yards. So Argyle can run 35 yards in 8 seconds. That's basically what we did. One play, 35 yards, 8 seconds. Hayden Stewart on a great sliding catch in the end zone.
And actually, Jeremiah Clark did not actually fair catch that ball.
Oh, I was wondering. I saw him put his knee down.
He took a knee.
Didn't wait for it, then that's all he gets. Like to shout out to everybody that's watching on.
Shout out to Cade Manor with Chick-fil-A that works for me.
There he is.
I left some stuff at work, and he brought it by. Look at that. Delivered sandwiches and brought some goods. Took care of me.
Everybody watching on YouTube that likes to comment about us sitting here, appreciate y'all watching.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you have to. Second down at 12, a loss of a couple here on first down.
Something productive, though, would help as opposed to just comments.
Yeah. Yeah, tell us how handsome we are or something.
Something.
You know, anything. So it'll be second down and 12 here for the North Dallas Bulldogs.
Yeah, so the not waving for the fair catch really put them in a bad hole right here.
A few new faces already out there on defense for Argyle. And now Davian Long going to go deep on the left side, but he just took a one-step drop and heaved that on the left side. It was not even close to Alex Flores, his intended receiver, overthrew him by about 15 yards and also out of bounds. It'll be a third down and 12 here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the timing was just a little bit off on that timing route right there. Nice spiral, nice throw, got it out there, just threw it past his receiver's speed, I guess is all you can say that he did.
Well, you know, when I was watching him on film quite a bit, if he's got a little bit of time, he's got a rocket of an arm.
Yeah.
I mean, he really does. And he actually throws a pretty good ball across the middle. But there, I think it's one of those things he's just worried about pressure from the Argyle defense, and his goal is just let me get rid of it. See what he does here on third down and 12. He wants to take off running, but yeah, he runs into big Ty Johnson, number 55, the 5'10", 295-pound senior. Wraps him up, gives him a big bear hug, takes him to the ground, and it'll be fourth down again for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Ty and Angel are the two, I think, that are going at it right there. It looked like Ty must have gotten the best of him.
And so Connor Wester now will be punting at the very back of his end zone. He'll be careful not to step back.
Yep.
And the snap's a little high, and he does not. And Argyle comes after it, and they get it. And it is going to be blocked and then fielded, but down. I believe if it got past the line of scrimmage, that's going to be North Dallas football as it went right through the hands of Hunter Roberts.
It did.
And, yeah, that will be North Dallas football at the 5-yard line. That ball was blocked. Jaquan Felton came in, I believe, and blocked that punt. And it went right through the arms of Hunter Roberts.
Well, let's see if they all get together and talk about it. Whitehat's coming back here.
Yeah, so it's Argyle football. I guess it didn't get. So Argyle first and goal at the 5-yard line, already leading 14-0 here, 7:20 to play in our first quarter.
Shout out to my wife who sends
love.
No, she's very complimentary of us sitting here.
Oh, well, thank you, Rhonda.
Unlike some of the others.
Now I got to wave at her.
Yep.
3 tight ends again for Argyle. They've ran this a couple times. So Jasper Lott, Grant Cheney, and Ethan Gonzalez all in at tight end. And it's going to be Braden Baker that's going to get on the right side. Nice move by Braden. Walks into the end zone, untouched. 5-yard touchdown run. Braden Baker, 6 more on the board for Argyle.
Yeah, he just sidestepped him. He was kind of going right, stopped, kind of turned sideways, went back left, and right straight in the end zone. Great run right there.
And, you know, you talked about this just another playoff game for Argyle. There's some it's a little bit different, like my daughter, JV cheerleader.
Yep.
She got to do it last year, but she's excited about getting to cheer in the playoffs with the varsity girls, so she's out there cheering tonight. Extra point by Caden Dotson is good. 7:16 to play. It's Argyle 21, North Dallas nothing. We're back with more Argyle Eagle football in just a moment.
The team at Noble Classic Homes, your local master home builder and remodeler, has been Argyle's premier home builder since 1998. We can assist you in building your dream home, remodeling, or even storm restoration. Noble Classic Homes has been selected by D-Homes as best of the best home builders from 2011 through 2017 and best of Denton County every year since 2015. Visit our new office located at 9998 Hilltop Road in Argyle and check out our award-winning website at nobleclassichomes.com. Let us build the dream your family will call home. Go Eagles!
407 Barbecue is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, named the very best barbecue in all of DFW several times over. 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and rib. If you're brave enough, try to tackle on your own Spudzilla. No plate is complete without one of their world-famous sides either. And don't get out the door until you round out your trip with a bowl of Grandma's banana pudding. 407 Barbecue is family-owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. See their menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com or see for yourself at I-35W exit 407. 407 Barbecue.
Jeremiah Clark and Quincy Goldsmith stand back at their own 10-yard line. And this kickoff is going to go over both of their heads and a couple of yards deep into the end zone for the touchback. And the North Dallas Bulldogs will have it at their own 25-yard line. And I guess it's short and sweet, but Mitchie Poon, you got another drive summary for us?
Yep, Jeff Basinger, Argyle Storage, bringing this one to us. One play, 5 yards, 4 seconds. So we can cover 5 yards now in 4 seconds, or 35 yards in 8 seconds. Braden Baker on the 5-yard run. You know, I even thought that North Dallas got the kickoff wrong because they were kicking to the south, and even though the flags aren't moving much, you know the wind's coming from that direction, right? So they
read option, and there is a flag down, but Davian Long's got a nice gain out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Hunter Roberts makes. I want to announce something here in just a moment. I'm getting quite a few text messages on this. Let's get the call from
offside
the referee.
On the defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is first down.
Kind of thought O'Reilly Van Poppel might have been in the backfield a little quick there. He had a hold of the running back before about the time the ball was handed to him. But I'm getting several text messages that, man, we can't. All we're seeing is you guys. We're not getting the game.
What's wrong with that?
Let me explain that in just a moment. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with that. First down and 10, snap a little low. Oh, there's a fumble in the backfield, and Argyle's on it. Argyle football as Jadian Richards and Davian Long could not handle the exchange. And Riley Van Poppel makes up for that offside that was declined, so I guess he's not really making up. But he gets on the football, and RVP has a fumble recovery, and Argyle football at the 41-yard line. So, UIL situation, right?
Yep.
Fox Sports and I guess that NFHS network have the rights to broadcast playoff games, and unless you have a whole lot of money, we're not allowed to broadcast them. So you get to look at us. Here's a deep ball, looking for a man in the end zone, and it is caught. Running under it is Cash Walker. Thought that ball might have been overthrown. Instead, number 3, Sweet Feet, runs under it. Almost runs into the goalpost, but instead it's a 41-yard touchdown pass. CJ to Cash Walker. Deposit your money. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and that was a dime right there. He dropped it right in. That was a perfect
what you did there.
throw. You did?
Cash, dime, I get it.
But, oh, man, CJ, that's the best throw he maybe has made this year. That was right on the money.
And Caden Dotson's extra point. Wow, I didn't even catch that one. It's good. I'm glad we had your laugh. Yeah. 6:40 to play first quarter. It's now 28-0 Argyle on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
The Real Estate Station, Argyle's first and only privately owned real estate office since 1986, wants to say thank you. We know you have a choice when it comes to trusting a professional to meet all of your real estate needs. We at the Real Estate Station love Argyle, and we are your neighbors. All of our team lives here. We're also members of the Eagle family. We value investing in our community. We're proud to cheer on our Argyle Eagles, and with everyone's support, they can accomplish anything. We'd love to meet you. Dave and Kathy Salisbury and the Real Estate Station team.
Hey, Eagle fans, are you tired of all the clutter? Do you have a spare room overflowing with decorations? How about a 2 or 3 car garage that you can't even park in? Well, Argyle Storage is the answer. They offer drive-up and climate-controlled self-storage, along with several storage options for the boat and RV customer as well. They're located on 377, close to home on the north side of Argyle. Check them out online at Argyle Storage Co. That's ArgyleStorageCo.com.
As expected, all Argyle here in this first quarter. Kickoff is bobbled there by Jeremiah Clark, but he's going to try to go somewhere, and there's not going to be anywhere to go, and he's going to be tackled just outside the end zone. Drew Adams looks like he was back there. Also in on the stop. Looks like Knox Scoggins. And North Dallas will have it at their own 3-yard line for this possession. And
he could have downed that, right? Even though he dropped it and it went back in the end zone.
Because he muffed it.
Right.
It wasn't a fumble in the end zone. He muffed it. So yeah, he could have taken a knee back there in the end zone.
Boy, that would have been way better. And I was going to say, now that they're backed up like this, if they have to kick out of their own end zone, I don't even think Argyle was trying to block that kick. Right. I just think we came free on that end, and he's running in there going, what the heck am I going to do now? There's nobody even blocking me. I might as well go ahead and block the kick, and I think he did. I think that's what happened.
We'll get Mitchie Pooh, you got to drive somewhere?
I got it. Yep. This one is brought to us by Lori Jacobson of DFW Legacy Real Estate Group. One play, 41 yards, 7 seconds. Cash Walker.
Grant Mirabal makes the stop here on Davian Long after no gain. Reed Atkins is checked in at linebacker. Dax Rainey out there at one of the safety spots. Cade Moore and Drew Adams are in the game as well. 6:05 to play here in the first quarter.
Well, I tell you, did we even talk about the weather? This is fantastic weather for middle of November football game.
I guess we ought to check in with Robert down there at some point in time, shouldn't we? See what he's got going on.
He knows it better than we do.
There's the handoff. That's going to be Jadian Richards, the freshman, but Dax Rainey comes up from his safety spot. And again, no gain. 3rd down and 10. And Robert, we'll check in with you and just get some words of wisdom from you. And I guess kind of what we expected so far, right?
It is, and I don't know about words of wisdom. We may be waiting a while, but yeah, exactly what we've expected. And, I see through the first quarter we're not holding anything back. We're just letting the guys do their thing, and it's pretty cool to watch. And these guys they're not losing any enthusiasm. They're as pumped up as ever.
Well, I think it's kind of what we were expecting, but you also, when you're a team like North Dallas, as here comes the rush from Chase Bunnell and flushes Davian Long out of the pocket. He's able to get a couple of yards on the right side out to about the 9-yard line. So pickup of about 6 that time, and it's going to leave 4th down and about 4. But just you can't make all those mistakes either, though, right? I mean, if you're North Dallas, you're not going to win this game. They came into this, unless there's something really crazy happens. But then you opening kickoff out of bounds, you get a punt blocked, you muff one, you take a knee at the 10, and all those different things that have happened so far. That you just can't have those.
No, and that's what makes Argyle so great, right? I mean, they can do all 3 facets of the game. Look, we're not going to rush it this time.
Connor Wester. It's the punt to Sutton Lee, and he'll take it back. 42-40 down the left sideline. 25-20. He's got a blocker out in front of him. Now cuts it back to the middle of the field, and he's going to get all the way down to about the 12-yard line. There's a flag down at about the 19. 30-yard return for Sutton Lee after the 33-yard punt, but they'll probably bring that one back some.
Yep. That's that 28-0 flag right there in the first
Block
quarter.
in the back. Argyle, number 88. 10 penalty. 1st down.
Lucas Anderson gets called for the block in the back, and so Argyle will get moved back and have a pretty good field position at the 29.
and stuff like that is what Coach Rogers wants to work on in a game like this, right? He don't want those blocks in the back when we get a little further down the road playing La Vega. And so a game like this is a great time to return kicks and see if you can block somebody without blocking them in the back.
Knox Scoggins gets a chance at running back, and he's going to bounce it off left tackle. Nice block from Jack Tucker. 20-15 down the sideline, 10, 5 into the end zone. Argyle Eagle touchdown, but we've got a flag. Got a flag back at close to the line of scrimmage. And Wayne Pritz looks like might have the hold. Get called for the hold, receiver.
Holding on the offense, number 28. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains 1st down.
Well, this drive summary is going to be a little bit longer.
Yeah, there he goes. It's at least 2 plays. So an 18-yard run, and the penalty puts it back to the 21. So Knox has got it again, stiff arms the man at the 20, bounces out to the left again, 15, 10. And he's going to be run out of bounds Run out of bounds by Kewan Adamson, and it's going to be at the 8-yard line. 13-yard pickup that time for Knox Scoggins.
Okay, did you see Wayne Pritz that time? He's out in front blocking. And then when he saw him coming, he just kind of jumped off the field so he couldn't get the holding call.
First and goal from the 8. Knox has got it again. Nope, CJ's going to throw. Hits his tight end. That's Jasper Lott. And he is going to be run out of bounds inside the 5. And Jasper Lott going to be a little bit slow to get up after this play. Looked like he might have slipped on the sideline. And Jasper Lott a little slow to get up with 4:29 to play here in the first quarter. And Argyle's going to have it second and goal. And we're going to take us a rapid med timeout. 4:29 to play in the first quarter. Argyle leading 28-0 on AEBC Broadcasting.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. Just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Over 65 years and still growing, at Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utter Ford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utter Ford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterFord.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utter Ford.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe Bartram with CNN Mortgage. We are a privately owned mortgage lender since 1997, offering financing options designed for your family needs. CNN Mortgage is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles. We have expanded and we invite you into our office right here in Argyle or our main office in Grapevine. CNN Mortgage is an active member of the community, so mention this ad and receive $550 towards the cost of your appraisal when we finance your next home. If you have dreams, we have solutions. CNN Mortgage is a licensed mortgage lender in the state of Texas. NMLS number is 148530. Joe Bartram's NMLS number is 1010778. Go Eagles.
Handoff, Knox Scoggins on the left side, and he is into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. Easy run off left tackle for Argyle's number 4. And 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
And the offensive line is just dominating, right? I mean, that's what you want to do in every game, but in this game for sure, these running backs are having great holes to run through, and that was another one right there.
Caden Dodson is there for another extra point with 4:24 to play. Still in the first quarter. And that extra point is up, and it is good. 4:24 to play in our first quarter. It's now Argyle 35, North Dallas nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. Just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Feel like you never have any space to put things? Tired of your closet always looking cluttered, no matter how you try to organize it? Try Closets by Design. Have an expert out for a free consultation to have a look at your closet, garage, home office, pantry, anything. And they will build you a closet system that caters to your every need. Why go buy a basic cookie cutter piece of furniture when you can put in a system tailored specifically for your every need? Schedule your consultation today by calling 972-361-0010 or schedule it online at closetsbydesign.com. Imagine your home totally organized. Closets by Design.
And that kickoff will sail into the end zone for the touchback, and North Dallas will have it at their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10, and drive summary for Mitchie Poo.
Drive summary brought to us by future Red Raider fans, Wes and Lisa Spence at Waxahachie Autoplex.
How do you know they're not already Red Raider fans?
Yeah, they probably are. They're fixing to be big Red Raider fans.
Yeah, they are.
Me too. 4 plays, 29 yards, 28 seconds, and here's a great stat for you. Knox Scoggins had 35 yards rushing on a 29-yard drive and a touchdown. How about that?
That's nice.
Yeah, you don't see that often.
Not at all. They're going to do a little toss sweep on the inside. Well, there's your completed pass.
Yep.
But Goldsmith's going to have absolutely nowhere to go, so it's a completed pass for negative yards. Looks like maybe a loss of 1 there. Quincy Goldsmith is the one that got the little inside pitch. Going to be 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, just not much push by their offensive line, just letting all the Argyle players get through and run free. And this is one of those games where not only is Argyle the better team, it looks like they're also the faster team out there.
2nd down and 11. Lots of movement on the side of the guys wearing orange. And they're going to get backed up a few more yards, it looks like.
Was that Big Angel? Didn't necessarily fire off the ball.
False start on the offense. Number 3.
Oh.
5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
My wife's here tonight watching my daughter. Usually she's at home watching on YouTube or whatnot with my 9-year-old at home, since we've had to do limited seating this season.
Yep.
So she came out tonight, so got to wave at her, right?
Yep. So how do they do that limited seating?
No gain here on 2nd down.
Let's say you're, I don't know, who would we have in the next game?
Stephenville, maybe?
Yeah, Stephenville. Let's say you're a Stephenville guy, you're in town on business. You say, I'm going to go watch Argyle and see how good they are. Can you walk up to the stadium and get in?
Well, all I know is when I walked up tonight, there's a sign on the gate over here anyway that said this game is sold out. So
okay,
I guess that would be a no.
Doesn't look like
tonight
the other
anyway.
side is.
Well, that's true. Maybe just on the Argyle side. 3rd down and about 16 here for the Bulldogs. They're moving from left to right. We are still in the first quarter, and we're going to remain in the first quarter just a little bit longer as the Bulldogs take a timeout with 2:41 to play in the first quarter, and Argyle leading 35-0. We're back with more Eagle football in just a moment.
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessories showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson, broker of DFW Legacy Real Estate Group, believes in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle or a first-time buyer, Lori is dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. If you want the best, call Lori Jacobson, D Magazine's best real estate agent in 2019 and 2020. Lori wants to encourage all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy on and off the field. Go Eagles.
Davian Long on 3rd and long has a great run all the way into Argyle territory to the 46-yard line. For Carson Shaw and Davis Elsey combined to make the stop, but a 35-yard pickup there for Davian Long, the quarterback. And best field position for sure now for North Dallas. First time in Argyle territory tonight. Up 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line of the Eagles. Clock running, 2:05 to play here in the first quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 right for the Bulldogs. And Long's going to run again on the left side, and he's going to get hit by Jet Copeland and Davis Elsey over there after a pickup of about 3. And really, Davian Long's about all they have right now. They've got a freshman that they've put in there at running back. Deshaun Rivers was averaging 7 yards a carry, Mitch, earlier in the season. And about, 3 games ago or so, he had an injury, and he hasn't been back since for them. So he was, like I said, he was averaging 7 yards a carry. That's not, that's pretty good numbers.
Yeah, especially on a team with the record that they've got, right?
Yeah.
And Long does a really good job on the QB draw. He sits back there and he lets that pressure come all the way on him. And then if he's got a little crease, he can get out of it and he can do something. But Argyle's been really good with the exception of that one play of just crashing on him and not giving him any space.
He's doing it again, and this time they're going to fumble again as he held it in there just a little bit too long. And Ty Johnson, the first one in there, and I think Argyle will get the football, and it's Darren Choppa that gets the recovery. So Ty Johnson calls in the fumble. Darren, hold on, wait a minute, it's a Choppa.
I was thinking Wappa Choppa.
Recovers the fumble, and it's Argyle football at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, and like you said, you just can't make those mistakes, right? They had a great drive going. They'd gotten into Argyle territory, and then they just can't execute the zone read right there and dropped it. And Argyle's all around them all the time and just picked the ball up.
Got a few new offensive linemen in here for Argyle, so we'll try to get those names for you here in just a moment. New QB as well is Ethan DePiro. And he hands the football off to Peyton Shoemake. And Shoemake's going to have about 4 yards to the Bulldog 47-yard line, make it 2nd down and 6. Hey, don't miss the 1A through 4A UIL Football State Championships this December. For more information on all that, visit uiltexas.org. Here's Shoemake once again. And he's going to have a pickup of about 8 this time. It's going to be enough for a first down at the Bulldog 39-yard line. And so here's some of those new faces. The very handsome Ty Hudgens is in at tight end. I think we know.
It's just a shame he's got to have a face mask on his helmet, as handsome as he is, right?
Exactly. Also thankful, good that he took after his mom. First down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Oh, and DePiro is going to be hit as he throws, but he completes it to Riley Page at the 30-yard line. Riley fighting for some extra yards. And he's going to get to about the 28 before he's brought down by Kevin Ruiz. And that's another Eagle first down. Baylor Bowen is split out wide right. He's out there now. And then we talked about the offensive lineman, and Lucas Anderson was out there at tight end. And that will be the end of our first quarter, so we'll get those names for you here in just a moment. We're through quarter number 1 here at Eagle Stadium. By-district round of the playoffs. It's Argyle 35, North Dallas nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation.
Whether it's the heat of the preseason or the heart of the postseason, teams always get a little boost from playing at home. Speaking of boost at home, State Farm can boost your savings when you combine your homeowner's insurance with your auto coverage. So score one for the home team. Talk to State Farm agent Matt Ports about big league savings for combining home and car coverage. Call State Farm agent Matt Ports today at 940-591-6644.
Oh, yeah, coming back. Smooth Jazz. Peyton Shoemake gets a handoff on Smooth Jazz, 101.7. And that's going to be a pickup of 10 for Peyton. Straight up the middle. And he will have a first down. Lucas Anderson out in front of him. I see Austin Rusk out there on the offensive line for Argyle. Dominic Reed at one of the offensive tackles. Wes Tucker at left tackle. Now it's Shoemake again. Oh, he fumbles the football. I believe Argyle got back on it. They did. Looked like as Nash Kruger is in the game. I believe the ball was recovered there by Noah Black. Argyle number 63, who is out there at left guard now.
Yeah, and these guys doing a great job on the offensive line too, getting a lot of push on there, giving some space to these running backs.
Second down 10 Eagles from the 18 of North Dallas. Going deep on the left side is DePiro, and he's got a man. Made the catch, Argyle touchdown. Nice sliding catch for Baylor Bowen. 18-yard touchdown pass. Ethan DePiro to Baylor Bowen. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
And it's just crazy because Argyle gets these kids that come in the game that you think is out of reach, and he throws a ball like that. How many teams look at these players that Argyle puts in and says, man, I wish he was playing for us.
Yeah, and he's a senior, right? He's
yeah.
number 30 at quarterback, and there's probably just teams that are like, man, how did this kid get away? Could we not get him to move to our town?
What was John Hadel? He wasn't 30. 21? What was he? Remember?
Was he 21 or 22?
Anyway,
extra point's good.
But it was a great throw, great catch right there. Again, Argyle just first team, second team, third team, doesn't matter. They're going to put somebody out there that's going to make a play, and that's just what they did.
Extra point by Caden Dotson is good. 11:04 to play in our second quarter, and it's now Argyle 42 and North Dallas nothing. And Mitch, who are the awesome people that are bringing us our second quarter tonight?
Second quarter tonight. Proud sponsors are Lori Jacobson at DFW Legacy Real Estate Group, Lisa Hemby at Closets by Design, Noble Classic Homes, Sherry Brunson at Cinch Cleaners, Point Bank, Marge Bunn at the Snooty Pig. We didn't make it there today.
Y'all keep telling me now. I'm going tomorrow if I have to go alone.
Yeah, I'm out tomorrow. I got to work tomorrow. Sometimes work gets in the way of important things.
You work after.
And that's tomorrow.
After the Pig.
Jason Wiley of the Argyle Fine Arts Preschool, Minerva Consulting, and Dr. Gomez of Rapid Med Urgent Care is going to bring us the ultimate halftime show.
It's always a good one.
Yeah.
11:04. Argyle leading 42-0. 11:04 to play at Eagle Stadium. By district round, Class 4A Division I playoffs. Caden Dotson's kickoff is going to be high and short this time, and coming up letting it bounce once and finally fielding it is Quincy Goldsmith, and he makes a nice move after he breaks one tackle and he gets down the sideline. And he will finally be run out of bounds there by Jamal Felton, but nice return there for Quincy Goldsmith. He actually had a 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown untouched last week against Dallas Lincoln. Actually, that time made that a pretty interesting game. I think that made it 7-7 at the time, and Dallas Lincoln went on to win that game pretty handily. But Quincy Goldsmith had that 93-yard touchdown return last weekend and was trying to do that again there.
Yeah, he bounced off the hard tackle right there, and that's when that timing works out, right? He probably should have fielded the ball a little bit cleaner, but that extra second gave him some room to go around some of the Argyle defenders after that initial tackle failed. You ready for the drive summary? You want to wait till
we'll finish this play, and then we'll get that the drive summary. Is Davian Long back in shotgun formation again. He'll take the snap. Under pressure immediately from Reed Atkins. He gets away from him, and he throws incomplete. Was intended for Quincy Goldsmith. Ran Nash on the coverage here on the near sideline. And now Mitchie Poo.
He should have just run right there.
Yeah, he should have.
He shouldn't even thrown it. Okay, last drive. 6 plays, 51 yards, 2 minutes and 4 seconds, capped off by that great throw and catch in the end zone to Bowen. Did I say it was brought to us by Ty and Jennifer Homeyer of the Design House?
And what's Bowen's first name again? Baylor. That's right, Baylor.
What is it?
What a great name. Second down and 10 from the 38 this time.
But didn't you tell me they didn't go to Baylor or something?
I don't know.
Is there a story there?
I don't know the story there. Second, I may have told you that.
Could be Baylor County, Texas.
I forget things.
Seymour.
Right? 3-yard gain here on the right side this time for Jadian Richards. I want to call him Jadarian Price. That's a highly touted running back right now that's at my old alma mater of Denison. He picks up about 3 this time on the right side, and it will be 3rd down and 7. But now Richards is limping just a little bit there in the backfield. 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Whoops. Snap's going to go across the middle and incomplete. Intended for Quincy Goldsmith. Cade Moore jumps in front of that route and knocks it down. It'll be 4th down. Once again, remind it for some of you who have just tuned in, maybe tried to search this on YouTube and said, man, these are some really, really handsome guys we're looking at. But
it is not a football game.
Not what we wanted to see. Well, some UIL rules and this person, copyright, all these different things have kept us from being able to broadcast this game tonight, or live stream, I guess. And so Special Forces come after this punt, and there's a knuckleball punt that will be fielded by Sutton Lee at the 30. He's going to bounce it outside. He's got some nice blocking, and he's down the sideline. He could go. He's to the 30, 20. No one's going to catch him. 10, 5, touchdown. 70-yard punt return. Sophomore Sutton Lee. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and I was about to say, after one of those earlier punt returns, he's having a ball doing it, right? And you could tell right there how much fun they're having. He just took it to the middle of the field, got all of North Dallas's players to the middle, then he cut it outside and had too much speed for anybody else. The punt team did a great job. Nobody roughed the kicker, and they all went hard. And the guys blocking, everybody executed the way they're supposed to. No penalties on it. Great play.
Now Sutton's got to be the holder. So he's breathing real heavy. You see that head bobbing up and down, you know. Snaps a little bit low. Sutton gets it down. The extra point is good. 9:47 now to play before the half. It's Argyle 49, North Dallas nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hey, Eagle fans, need a place to store all your championship trophies and medals? Yellow Door Storage, located at I-35W and Crawford Road next to the new emergency hospital, is a brand new Class A facility with climate-controlled and drive-up units, fully enclosed boat and RV storage, and a state-of-the-art security system. Whether you're moving into a new home, reorganizing your garage, or expanding your business, Yellow Door Storage is the solution for you. When you need to store, think Yellow Door.
Wow. Thank you, Argyle, for making Magnolia Realty Argyle's favorite choice for all things real estate. Thank you for your confidence and your trust in our team. We couldn't do it without you. From acreage, estates, custom-built homes, or existing homes, our team's decades of experience and innovative approach continue to produce unparalleled results. Find out what the rest of Argyle already knows when marketing their home. There is a difference. When Argyle thinks of real estate, they think of Magnolia Realty.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium. And Caden Dodson will kick it off here to North Dallas. Argyle leading 49-0 here. Still 9:47 to play in our second quarter here at Eagle Stadium. With Robert Hudgens on the sideline, Mitch Cullen, I'm Kenny Arthur, Blake Jones producing. Here's a fair catch right at the 25-yard line. That's Quincy Goldsmith, and he will take it, and that is where they will set up shop. And I guess sort of a drive summary, a return summary from Mitchie Poo.
Yep, so this one is going to be brought to us by Lisa Hemby of Closets by Design. And that's going to, you can't even call it, I guess you can call it one play. 70-yard punt return by Sutton Lee down the sideline to pay dirt.
Some more new faces out there for Argyle here on defense. Ethan Gonzalez, Reese McHugh, and Aiden Pruner, the guys up front.
Man, these guys are going to get a ton of playing time, and they're going to love it.
Alex Mann and Brock Bunce, the outside backers now. And here is Bunce chasing down Davian Long, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Good coverage over there. Reading that one is Jarvis Owen, and pass falls incomplete. Also out there for Argyle, it looks like we got Cade Doggett, one of the corner sparks. Carson Shaw still out there. Well, he gets quite a bit of playing time all the time. A couple of those sophomores that have been moved up. Jaquan Felton is in at one of the safety spots. And not a sophomore, but Reed Palmer is at the cornerback spot on the near side. On second down and 10 from the 25. Davian Long claps his hands together, takes the snap, rolls to his right, and here comes some more pressure by Butts, but he's going to get the pass off this time. And again, incomplete. I know it was complete over there. I didn't see Goldsmith. I was looking at number 84 who was running over there as well. And I saw Quincy Goldsmith makes the catch, as I thought Jamarlin Buchanan was going to be the one that was the intended receiver, but probably some sort of wrong route there if those two guys were that close together, but Goldsmith makes the catch. It'll be 1st and 10 after that 14-yard gain.
I'm like you. I thought they had underthrown it over there because they had two guys right on the sideline, but pretty good throw and catch. I mean, Long can throw it, right? He can spin it out there. He's got a pretty good arm on him. He just has to have time to throw it, which he doesn't have much of. That's why they're rolling him out a bunch.
1st and 10 here, and we'll go down to Robert after this play. He mentioned something about Argyle being out of hair dye, like CBS is out of hair dye. We're going to check in with him and find out what that's all about. Here's a loss of 4 Be second down and 14. Robert, come on in. Tell us a little bit about the all the blonde we're seeing on the sideline.
There is a lot of chemical smell. No, I'm just kidding. No, a great tradition. These guys, Solidarity, come together and they've got these glorious mullet faux hawk type things, and they've dyed all their hair blonde, some of them more than others, but I can just imagine what the salons and what CVS was like in the last couple of days.
And Long is rolling out to his right again. Breaks a couple of tackles, though, and he's going to get close to the original line of scrimmage there on second down and 12. He might have picked up a yard. We'll see where the head linesman said he ran out of bounds over there.
He took a pretty good shot on the sideline, too, and was really slow getting up. But Robert's right. The bleaching of the hair is kind of a rite of passage on the Argyle kids going into the playoffs. All three of mine did it, and, you kind of wish they'd gone with the Burr look as opposed to the bleach blonde. But after a while, you get used to it. Kenny's kind of like the perm that you got when you were a little bit younger, and after a while, you liked it and kind of wished it was a permanent deal. But it'll grow out, and they'll have to do it again sometime, maybe next year.
Third down and 11, and this pass just behind Quincy Goldsmith on the slant route, and it is incomplete. Jaquan Felton was on the coverage there for Argyle, and it'll be a fourth down for the Bulldogs. I never had a perm, sir.
Okay. No, never needed it.
I can't say that I didn't want it. Yeah. I think that was just what you did back then. But my hair's always kind of grown out, more of Afro style, right? So
yeah.
It was never real that mullet thing with the perm in the back just never worked for me.
Yeah, you could have rocked it though. That's for sure.
Might get one now. Be a good idea.
Oh.
And the rush is on, but Connor Wester still tries to get the punt away, and he just punts it right into someone, and Argyle still going after it, and finally Wayne Pritz gets on the football. I believe that was Wayne Pritz. Or Dax Rainey, maybe. Dax Rainey gets on the football, and Argyle will have it at the 16-yard line. And Robert, I couldn't tell what that one was. Was the snap bad? He just couldn't handle it, or what was the?
No, the guys were back there immediately and surrounded him. Basically, had him under tackle. He ran away a little bit and was able to at least get a foot on it, but didn't go anywhere.
He kind of stepped up in the pocket.
Yeah,
that's not what you want for your punter.
He evaded the initial rush, right, and then he stepped up and kicked it right into the back of one of his guys, I think.
Ethan DePiro back in at quarterback with Peyton Shoemake next to him, and Shoemake will get the handoff straight up the middle, untouched. Argyle Eagle touchdown. Easy run there straight up the middle for Peyton Shoemake. 17-yard touchdown run, 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, he was untouched all the way through. They had great push by the O-line. Nobody even touched him. It's kind of been the story all night.
Fourth time tonight, Argyle has scored on one play. Thanks to the great Blake Jones for keeping all these stats up for us. Extra point is up and good. 7:40 to play before the half. It's now Argyle 56, North Dallas nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hey Argyle folks, want 100% employee pricing on a new set of wheels? Then get to Waxahachie Autoplex today. Owners Wes and Lisa Spence are proud parents of number 78 Blake Spence. So whether you need a new Ford, Dodge, Jeep, or Nissan, you'll find the best selection of new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Wes doesn't play games with a sales staff. In fact, he'll deliver the car and sign the paperwork on your kitchen table. Tell him you heard about it from us. Great selection, service, and price. That's what Waxahachie Autoplex is all about.
Hello neighbors, and welcome to another season of Argyle Eagle Sports. This is Jolette Ryan, owner of the Remax North Texas team located here in Argyle. And although my own Eagles have left the nest, like you, we are ready for some football. As a parent, I pray your children are healthy and safe and trust the faculty and coaches. Once again, it is our honor to serve as an all-sports sponsor for Argyle Sports, which for us is an annual labor of love. Remember, support our teachers, our teams, our first responders, and police. Come to the Remax North Texas team. We are ready to serve all of your real estate needs.
And Goldsmith, fair catch at the 28-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will have it with 7:40 to play.
All right.
Mitchie Pooh, how about that drive summary?
Let's do it. Brought to us tonight by Alex Payne, Yellow Door Storage. We're going to get one play 17 yards, 8 seconds. Peyton Shoemate right up the gut, untouched.
Pretty easy, huh?
Yeah, it made it look pretty easy, that's for sure. Yeah, so Clark had said, what was it he said earlier about the
said Sheridan
Wilson in the Boz. I can see it down there. Look at it.
Here's the handoff to the freshman. He fumbles, and it's going to be picked up by Argyle. Nope, it's still rolling, but it's going to be picked up now by Argyle. Whoa. Oh, my. He was absolutely hammered after he picked it up, but he does pick up the football, does Aaron Funderburk, and Argyle will have the football at the 16-17 of North Dallas.
I don't think he ever had the handoff, did he? Didn't he just, it looked like he was coughing it up the whole way. Yeah, pretty sad.
And it's kind of, I mean, they've had 6 fumbles this year, but that's in 6 games, and they've had, what, 3 tonight? Just haven't been able to hang on to the football.
No, they haven't. And
so first down and 10, they got it at the 16-yard line. Gannon Pels and Wayne Pritt split out wide right. And it's going to be Peyton Shoemake again on the right side, and he's dragging tacklers all the way down to the 5-yard line. 11-yard pickup that time for Shoemake. And it'll be first and goal for Argyle at the 5.
Yeah, it looked just like the touchdown run right there that North Dallas did a little bit better job, obviously, of defending that one because they didn't allow him to score, but he still got big yards.
Clock running, 6:55 to play here before the half. Argyle trying to put 60 on the board here in the first half. Shoemake is just hammered, though, in the backfield this time. Somebody broke away from somebody else. 3 different Bulldogs come in to make the stop, including big number 77. That's Cesar Ramos. He was one of them. Also Alex Flores. And loss of a couple there back to the 7.
But the clock is running.
Yeah. You don't mind that play sometimes, do you?
No.
Something like that.
You can hear the band down there warming up. Flag team down there warming up.
Second down and goal from the 7. And it's Shoemake again. Nope, they're going to be a quick slant route. And DePiro threw this one a little too tall. Now there is a flag at the line of scrimmage.
Late.
And I'm thinking maybe ineligible. Looks like I saw one of the Eagles. Looks like maybe Austin Rusk was down around the G in the end zone.
Ineligible man, downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called him out. The official didn't, right? You
know. Way to go.
Hey.
Proud parents.
Isn't that how it is for us offensive linemen? You only get your name called when you do something wrong.
That's right.
Like, so that will back Argyle back up to the 12-yard line. Be second down and goal now from the 12. And it's going to be Shoemake again, this time off left tackle, bounces it outside, and again, easy walk into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run for Peyton Shoemake. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
That play not designed to go to the outside. He tried inside, saw it was a little bit too crowded, just kicked it to the left outside. Man, there was nobody over there. It was a great vision right there to see where the empty spaces were. Oh, yeah.
Dotson's extra point is good. 5:55 to play, second quarter. Argyle 63, North Dallas nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
407 Barbecue is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW several times over, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and rib. If you're brave enough, try to tackle on your own Spudzilla. No plate is complete without one of their world-famous sides either. And don't get out the door until you round out your trip with a bowl of Grandma's banana pudding. 407 Barbecue is family-owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. See their menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com or yourself at I-35W exit 407. 407 Barbecue.
The team at Noble Classic Homes, your local master home builder and remodeler, has been Argyle's premier home builder since 1998. We can assist you in building your dream home, remodeling, or even storm restoration. Noble Classic Homes has been selected by D Homes as best of the best home builders from 2011 through 2017 and best of Denton County every year since 2015. Visit our new office located at 9998 Hilltop Road in Argyle and check out our award-winning website at nobleclassichomes.com. Let us build the dream your family will call home. Go Eagles!
Fair catch. Oh, nope. It goes right through the arms of Quincy Goldsmith and right into the hands of 62. That's Landon Newman who recovers that one, and it will be Argyle football after the muffed kickoff handling there by Goldsmith, and Argyle will have it at the, where are they going to mark him down? At the 26-yard line with 5:52 to play. Argyle leading 63-0, 5:52 to play the first half. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is where you listen to Argyle Eagle football.
This is Luke Feely with the Black Hills State University basketball team and Argyle High School class of 2018. This broadcast is being brought to you by Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
So 1st and 10 now, Argyle from the 26. We'll get that last drive summary after this play. And there's Peyton Shoemake taking off again. This time on the right side, he bounces it outside. And he's going to get inside the 10 and down to about the 4-yard line. And before we score here,
how
about that last drive summary?
Got to go fast. All right, so 3 plays, 16 yards, a minute 30 off the clock. So it was a good long drive for Argyle. Peyton Shoemake had 21 yards rushing and a touchdown on a 16-yard drive. Yeah, he destroyed that cornerback right there, too, on that last play.
Yeah, he just decided to come up and lower his shoulder and not wrap up.
He did.
Peyton Shoemake, 82 yards rushing already, the 172-pounder. 1st and goal from the 5, and it's going to be Shoemake again on the right side, and this time he is wrapped up right as he gets to the 5-yard line. He's going to be brought down by Kevin Crockett and Damian Lopez for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they must have said, you don't run over our friend like that. They extracted a little vengeance on him right there.
This will be 2nd down and goal from the 5, as Jason Crowder had checked in for Argyle.
Goldsmith, he'd fielded the previous kickoff really well, I thought, with the fair catch, and then they kicked it to him this time. I thought, why don't you just return it, because you got a lot of space, but instead he just muffed it.
Shoemake again breaking a couple of tackles at the line of scrimmage, and then again he will go into the end zone standing up. Not a ton of resistance. 4-yard touchdown run for Peyton Shoemake. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and he shook one of them, right? So somebody hit him pretty good, and he just ran right through the arm tackle, and there was nobody else to help him get him on the ground. And he just too strong of a runner.
Extra point is good by Caden Dotson. 4:12 to play now before our half, and it's Argyle 70, North Dallas nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club broadcasting.
Hey, Eagle fans, are you tired of all the clutter? Do you have a spare room overflowing with decorations? How about a 2- or 3-car garage that you can't even park in? Well, Argyle Storage is the answer. They offer drive-up and climate-controlled self-storage, along with several storage options for the boat and RV customer as well. They're located on 377, close to home on the north side of Argyle. Check them out online at argylestorageco.com. That's argylestorageco.com.
The Real Estate Station, Argyle's first and only privately owned real estate office since 1986, wants to say thank you. We know you have a choice when it comes to trusting a professional to meet all of your real estate needs. We at the Real Estate Station love Argyle, and we are your neighbors. All of our team lives here. We're also members of the Eagle family. We value investing in our community and helping make Argyle great. Speaking of great, we're proud to cheer on our Argyle Eagles, and with everyone's support, they can accomplish anything. We'd love to meet you. Dave and Kathy Salisbury and the Real Estate Station team.
Quincy Goldsmith does retrieve this fair catch. And so 1st and 10 for the North Dallas Bulldogs at their own 25-yard line. Argyle leading 70-0 here with 4:12 to play in our second quarter. And Mitch, got us another drive summary?
Yeah, and I got to admit, I forgot to tell everyone that Bill Utter Ford sponsored that last drive summary.
Thanks, Bill Utter.
Yep. This one is Brian McClarty at 407 Barbecue.
Thanks, Brian.
3 plays, 26 yards, a minute 43. Peyton Shoemake touchdown, which makes his 4th of the game. Is that what you told me, Blake? 3rd touchdown of the game.
New running back in there, but Reese McHugh will gobble him up. And he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage there. I'm not even sure who that is. I don't even have a number 7 on their roster. But that's who was running the football there. So we're just going to call him 7.
We got 77.
I got 77. I don't have 7. Let me see. Their coach last minute sent me another roster today. I don't know if it's
well, I think they said they've only got 30 players on their team. And that looks pretty accurate if you look over there. They're a decent crowd. I wasn't expecting that many on a Thursday night. So I had 2 aunts that graduated from North Dallas High School.
They're going to fake this time, and Davian Long will keep it on the read option, and he'll have some positive yardage on the right side this time. A gain of a couple for Long.
Yep.
Carson Shaw makes the stop after that 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
So I talked to my mom today about the game. She's 94.
Okay.
And I was telling her North Dallas. She said, yeah, that her 2 of her sisters graduated from there. And she goes, that school was always so nice, and it was considered so far north of downtown Dallas. It was the only school north of downtown Dallas. And now, if anybody's familiar with it, it's right in uptown, I guess.
Yeah, it's right there. I mean,
where all the beautiful
you almost feel like you
people
can walk there from downtown.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7. Spin move here for Davian Long, but not good enough to get away from Brock Bunce, and he'll lose 3 yards back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just nothing doing. You got 2:20-something left in the half. They can run off. They can get it down to a minute something. Do they kick it or do they go for it here?
Well, right now the offense is staying out there. By the way, number 7 is Travion Smith.
There you go.
So I did get that on a new roster he sent me.
That's why he sent you the new one.
That's right.
Okay, I guess they're going to run it down to 0, call timeout maybe. I've never understood why you stay on the field if that's what you're going to do. Why don't you go ahead and go on over to the sideline, right, and stay on the field and then call the timeout? I mean, it's almost like you're trying to fool the other team that you're not going to do it.
And it is a timeout with 1:49 to play before the half, and Argyle leading 70-0. Let's what's coming up on our Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show? Well, we've got our player spotlight with the senior defensive lineman, and it's a hoot. You want to listen to this one. Chase Bunnell, Darren Chapa, and Todd Johnson. Should be a good time. Argyle ISD Eagle Update with Rick Herron and Pam Arrington. Stats and sounds from the first half and the Rapid Med keys to the second half, all coming up on the Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show coming up here in just a couple of minutes. 1:49 to play, and you think of the game like this with Argyle leading by 70. Yeah, you know what? I was about to say Mitch, but I'm going to talk to Robert just because we haven't talked to him. Robert, you down there somewhere?
I am.
Or are you coaching or something now? Or
no.
We didn't know. I don't see you, so that's why I'm. Oh, there you are. There you are. You blend in a little better than Clark.
I'll take that as I still look like an athlete, or I'm not wearing red today. So
you'd think.
Or you got hair.
Well, it's not blonde.
You would feel like the clock would be running a little bit faster in this game, but it's been kind of a long, extended first half.
Yeah, one of these things with tonight, and we were just talking about it a little bit ago, is one of the few times you may just have a running clock all the second half.
Sutton Lee calls a fair catch this time. I'm sure he's disappointed. I know he didn't want to do that. The ball is going to be fielded at the 38-yard line, a 37-yard punt and no return. And, what do you do? It's really hard, Robert, in this type of situation, especially if you're Argyle's coaches, right? Because you don't want to just keep running up the score. I mean, you want to keep doing things. Mitch talked about that earlier. You want to work on some things, your punt team and this and that, but, you don't want to run up the score anymore. I mean, 70-0. And so how do you pull back?
You know what, and that's a great question, because I think one of the things they know is anytime you start kind of pulling your punches, you start pulling back, that opens you up for not only mistakes, but it also opens you up for injury. And that's the last thing they want to happen. So frankly, I think what they're going to do, and what Argyle always tends to do, is they're going to put their second, their third, their fourth string teams in, let them get these reps, because you know what? They're going to have to come in next year or the year after that, and that's why we tend to be good year after year after year. So I don't see them letting up. They're still coaching. They're still yelling. The starters are there yelling at the players out on the field, telling them what to do. It's still going on. There's still a lot of football to play.
First down here for Peyton Shoemake. After that 14-yard gain, and it'll be Shoemake once again. We do have a new quarterback in there, and Shoemake will slide down at the 25-yard line as he was off to the races there.
Yeah. And what's funny is him sliding right there, but yet they snapped the ball with 29 seconds on the play clock.
I think that, yeah, they want to work on the field goals. That's what he does, is they want to work on the field goal, and so that's what Argyle will do here with the ball at the 25-yard line. And the clock's running with 45 seconds. So it's going to be a 42-yard attempt from the left hash for Caden Dotson.
Snap pretty important here.
So the 42-yard attempt, and snap's good. It's down, and it's got plenty of leg. And it is good.
Wow.
42-yard field goal for Caden Dotson. 19 seconds to play before the half. And it's now Argyle 73 and North Dallas nothing. So nice job by Caden Dotson there. And that is his, what is Caden now on the season for, he was 2 out of 5, so now 3 out of 6 in field goals. And he actually has a 42-yarder, so that's his second 42-yarder of the season. So maybe in the second half we can go for 43.
Yeah, and it was so nice because it was so well executed, right? I mean, the snap was perfect. The kick was, I mean, end over end, you know, plenty of leg. Nothing about that field goal was shaky, and that's what Coach Rogers wanted to see. And you may see another one or two of those in the second half. I know they don't want to score. They don't want to score much, but they would like to practice those field goals, I'm sure.
So 19 seconds here before the half. School record for points is 77, set earlier this season against Ranchview.
First half record,
This is definitely the first half record, for sure, or probably any half. And here's the kickoff. It's going to go. I better go back and get that one.
Check up.
And it is going to go into the end zone for the touchback. And that will, that's where 25-yard line
off the
where
back.
North Dallas will have it. 1st and 10.
Blake, how many plays? Drive summary brought to you by Dr. Gomez of Rapid Med Urgent Care.
I appreciate you asking. It's always fun to talk on air with you guys. Kenny never lets me.
Yeah, well, you're the big star. I mean, you do this for a living.
I'm up and out of here in about 19 seconds. Blake's got this.
2 plays, 37 yards for both on the ground for Peyton Shoemake, set up a 42-yard field goal for Caden Dotson.
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah. You act like you like to do it for a living or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole talking thing's a little new.
1st down and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Handoff.
Wrong way.
It's Travion Smith, and yeah, he's going backwards, and he's going to be brought down way back at the 15-yard line. Brock Butts and Alex Mann combined to make the stop. And that will do it for our first half. We are through 2 quarters here at Eagle Stadium, where it has been all Argyle Eagles in this 4A Division I bi-district matchup. The Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show is on the way next. Again, that player spotlight with the senior defensive lineman, and it's a good time. You're going to chuckle at this one a little bit. So Chase Bonnell, Darren Chapa, and Ty Johnson, those are all coming up here in just a couple of seconds as well. 73-0, Argyle leading North Dallas at the half. We're back with the Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show in just a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hello, Eagle fans. This is Joe Bartram with CNN Mortgage. We are a privately owned mortgage lender since 1997, offering financing options designed for your family needs. CNN Mortgage is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles. We have expanded and we invite you into our office right here in Argyle or our main office in Grapevine. CNN Mortgage is an active member of the community, so mention this ad and receive $550 towards the cost of your appraisal when we finance your next home. If you have dreams, we have solutions. CNN Mortgage is a licensed mortgage lender in the state of Texas. NMLS number is 148530. Joe Bartram's NMLS number is 1010778. Go Eagles!
Over 65 years and still growing, at Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utter Ford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utter Ford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterFord.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utter Ford.
Argyle sets a school record for points in the first half. Welcome into the Rapid Med halftime show. Argyle puts up over half 100, almost 3/4 of 100. They put up 73 points here in the bi-district round of playoffs against the North Dallas Bulldogs. North Dallas made the first time in playoffs since 1952, so quite an honor there on the other sideline for the Bulldogs and Coach Bobby Estes in his second year at North Dallas. He came over from Woodrow Wilson, where he was able to take a 2-38 Woodrow Wilson team to playoffs in 14 out of 15 years. So the turnaround is underway for North Dallas, but a rough first half against the Argyle Eagles here in this bi-district game from Argyle Stadium. This is the Rapid Med halftime show, 73-0 Argyle over North Dallas. And coming up right now, as Kenny teased, it was a very funny edition of the Player Spotlight as I sat down with Chase Bunnell, Darren Chapa, and Ty Johnson, all having really good games here in the first quarter of action that they did see. And you can tell these kids are close. They were joking the whole time. It was a great time sitting down with them, and I hope you enjoy it. This is the Player Spotlight in the Rapid Med halftime show. Time now for the RE/MAX North Texas team Player Spotlight. I'm seated with the senior defensive lineman Chase Bunnell, Darren Chapa, and Ty Johnson. Hi, guys. How are y'all?
Great.
Everybody's doing well?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. I have spoken to Darren and Ty so far, but I've not talked to you, Chase, just yet. So I want to get to know you a little bit better. How's school going?
It's going great. Like, it's a little weird with the COVID stuff, and I really don't like, the mask stuff's a little weird, but all in all, it's the same thing.
Do you have any college plans yet?
I do. I'm really thinking about going to Arkansas and going out there with my brother and doing engineering, because that seems really cool, and he has a little frat going. I really think that's fun, but, he does a lot of cool stuff, and that seems pretty cool. I have a couple college offers for football and stuff, but I might just kind of see what I can get before I kind of make my final decision.
When did you move into Argyle?
I moved to Argyle when I was in 6th grade, and I kind of left for a little bit, but and I ended up coming back my junior year.
Everybody comes back home,
right?
At some point.
This is home.
Yeah. Do you have a nickname that someone has given you that is your favorite?
We all have nicknames, and I would like to. I would like you to guess which each of ours are. So I'm going to give you a list of names, and I want you to identify each of us.
This is a first, me being asked a question.
Right.
That's great.
It's new. It's a D-line. We're a little different.
Uh-huh.
So the names are this: Buster, Spanky, and Boris. Try to identify each of us by those names. And I will correct you. I don't know if you're going to get this one.
No, I'm definitely not. I'm going to guess you're Spanky.
Indeed.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, so now it's just 50-50.
Boris and Buster.
You're Boris.
I
got it.
Think that he is Boris.
Is it a Rocky and Bullwinkle thing?
It's just something we came up with. We thought it was a funny name. We're like,
oh, it'll stick.
I like the Little Rascals.
I think the one thing I don't respond to well is my first name.
Really?
It's Darren.
Yeah.
Everyone
You
calls
don't
him
like being
Choppa.
called Darren.
Well, everyone calls me Chopper.
Everyone calls him Choppa. He was calling on the field the other day, and he had to say something. He's like, I just don't get called that.
Coach Dunham's like, Darren, get out there. I'm like,
you're like, who?
Darren?
Who is Darren?
I know.
And I get called everything but my name. Tyler, Tyrone, everything.
You get called everything but Ty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I call you everything.
Can I ask where did we come up with Buster, Spanky, and Boris? Was it just funny?
It was me.
But what made it stick? Was it just because it was so random?
We said it so much.
What does he looks like a buster?
He just busts people up, and I look like a Russian mobster. And
So does that mean you spank people a lot?
We can leave that up for interpretation.
Okay, I will. On the broadcast, we like to call you "It's a Choppa." Is that okay?
That's great. That's great.
All right. And then we needed nicknames for Ty and Chase, but Spanky and
Spanky and Buster.
Spanky and Buster. All right, I'm gonna have you guys. I'm gonna have you guys answer as a unit.
Okay.
Do you like playing teams that run the ball or pass the ball the most?
Run the ball.
Okay.
Actually, kind of half and half because I like getting sacks. And
Yeah.
when they pass a lot, you get more opportunity to do such a thing. But all in all, it's more fun to get more action with the running.
Yeah, I like running games.
I do too.
They're a lot better.
So last week was fun.
Against
Bears?
It was fun. We were a little tired, but it was fun.
A little tired?
A little bit.
I wasn't tired.
Darren, why were you so tired?
Well, it's just a wing tee. It's just very physical.
It's just hitting somebody every play, and then that's basically it.
Just hitting somebody every play. I mean, you do that anyway, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't really hurt. It doesn't hurt getting hit, but hitting somebody hurts just a little bit.
Was it the misdirection? Or
No, I think it was just the time they took in the huddle because it lets you think about, oh, I'm hurting right now.
So you'd rather play a no-huddle team?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Just because.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Because you don't have time to.
You don't have time to just sit there and just wait.
Wallow over how much you're hurting.
Okay, wow, that's news to me because I always thought defenses hated the no-huddle because it's just like a play, then another play, then another play. But turns out you like it.
Yeah, it helps when we have one of the fastest offenses in the state over here.
That's true. Yeah, so any other team's no-huddle is not as fast as what you see in practice.
No, not at all.
Nothing's as fast as this.
It's like,
Interesting.
It's like a play every 3 seconds.
And that's bad.
Oh, yeah, that's
okay.
terrible.
That's horrible.
So there's a sweet spot I'm finding out of a no-huddle offense.
Definitely.
Somewhere in between our offense and Paris's huddle is where you guys like to play. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. Any update on recruiting since we spoke last?
I've kind of same 3 or 4 schools.
Yeah.
It's still open, you know.
What about you, Ty? Anything new?
No, not yet.
It seems like the only thing that people got out of our interview is that you watched Grey's Anatomy.
I know. I get it. I did watch it because it was a great show, and once I started, I couldn't stop until I finished it, and I'm ready for season 17 to come out. But I did more than that over quarantine.
Ty watches a lot of shows on Netflix.
I do.
You're not watching anything now?
No, I'm watching The Blind Spot.
That's well. I'm sorry that was the only thing that people took out of our interview, but
It's the strangest thing.
All right, so these next questions, I'm going to ask a question, and then I want you, if you feel like you're the answer, raise your hand. If you feel like someone else in the room is the answer, I want you to point to them. Who's the fastest person in the room?
I don't think that's a question.
Everyone pointed to Chase.
The only one that's on kickoff and then puts his hand
Yeah,
in the
you see, it's great seeing our nose guard get a sack, and then right after, full sprinting down the field and knee braces.
Yeah.
So
I pointed to you, Darren.
All right, next one. Who eats the most? It's Darren. By far.
Not by far, but I do eat the most.
Our gesture we use.
Yeah, we do. Everyone eats a lot here, but I think I take the cake.
You take the cake?
Yes.
Literally?
It depends on what food.
It does depend.
So mine would be light. Like I eat a lot of burgers.
You do eat a lot of burgers.
You eat a lot of
everything else.
Where can I get the best chicken sandwich?
That is a
Popeyes.
Popeyes?
I will
Everybody-
not rebuttal that. I fully believe
The
it's
spicy
Popeyes.
one, not the regular
The spicy
one.
one is.
Yeah, the spicy one's better.
Absolutely.
You agree, Chase?
Yeah. So
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love the Lord's chicken, but Popeyes wins.
The Lord's chicken?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay. Where can I get the best sweet tea?
Chicken Express.
My mother's house.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Choppa,
Mama
she can make
Choppa's
some
good.
sweet
Mama
tea.
Choppa.
Yeah.
It's got the best sweet tea.
Mama Choppa's a good cook.
Yeah. There's a reason that I look the way I do.
Obviously, Mama Choppa's a good cook. Look at his son.
She makes some good sweet tea.
She's
It's
good
chicken
food.
express or Mama Choppa.
Okay.
Either or.
Where can I get the best ice cream?
It's ice cream.
I believe that's my specialty. I would say Ben and Jerry's. You get the
Cookies.
milk and cookies.
Milk and
cookies at Ben and Jerry's.
Yes.
There's
Okay.
nothing that's better than that.
There's been some great nights with that.
It's very expensive, but very good.
And you get
worth it.
Yeah.
get what you pay for, right?
Yes.
Where can I get the best cheeseburger?
You can't go wrong with a Whataburger burger.
He cannot.
You can't go
The
wrong
burger
with
That's
is
that.
true.
good. Not
So
the
you-
junior, but like the regular Whataburger.
Who eats a junior burger?
Some people
Besides my sister.
My grandmother eats the Whataburger Junior. I don't know why. I know why, but
Waffle House or IHOP?
IHOP.
Waffle House, by far.
It's not Waffle
Here's
Home.
why.
It's never Waffle Home.
So Waffle House.
I'd
you're
sell
buying
that
every
house.
single time.
Have
So
you been
get-
since we talked?
no.
Come
I've been to
on.
IHOP since we've talked.
Ty.
Do you know it's the hash brown bowl?
Last question so I can get Ty home to watch Grey's Anatomy.
I'm finished.
What is y'all's favorite Coach Rogers saying?
Oh, okay. How about each of us go?
Okay, you
Each
go
of us
first, you go
No,
first.
no, I'll go last. Mine's the best.
Okay, Chopper, you go first.
I don't want to steal yours. Is yours a moment or what he said? My Coach Rogers moment was like, I don't know.
No, honestly, I don't think I should say that one.
I don't want to be basic
Just
and say
say
that
it.
he's moving like pond water or the tryptophan one, 'cause those are always there. But I think mine's the same one that I said when I got interviewed by myself. It's when he threatened me and Ty to get put on the cross country team. Kudos to them, but that's not for me.
That was a really good one.
My favorite one was whenever, I don't know who he said it to, but I mean, he was kidding, but he said, "You're an embarrassment to your family and the whole team."
I
That's a
remember
good one.
One time, I'm not gonna say who he said it to, but he was like, before it happened, he was like, "Band is cheering. Your parents loved you," and then they messed up. He goes, "Band's not playing. Your parents just disowned you." It was so
Someone tried back talking him, and they go, "Are you happy now?" And Coach Rogers just turns around really slow, like in the movies. He goes, "Am I happy? No, I'm not happy." It stopped practice, and he started yelling for a solid 2 minutes.
That's wonderful. It's about to get cold. We're about to have some cold playoff games.
Okay.
Is anyone wearing sleeves in here?
Never.
I will.
Darren's not.
Absolutely wear sleeves. I might wear 2.
Good. That's just
I don't like being cold.
really.
And my blubber don't work. Everybody say you got blubbers. You shouldn't be cold. No, I'm cold.
I was the one
That's
that
why I
said
wear
that to him.
sleeves.
Boris, what's up?
Just don't
Why do-
like sleeves.
Why do you gotta be that guy?
I have a arm sleeve on during the games, and then I have an elbow brace now, so.
So that's
it's
enough?
Yeah, it's enough. It'll suffice.
Okay. Well, it's playoffs time. Third season.
It is.
Excited that it's here.
Absolutely.
6 more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, it's great to get to know you guys. I talked to you two before, but Chase, good to meet you.
Great to meet you too.
Best of luck in the playoffs, and let's get a ring.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thanks, guys.
Go Eagles.
That was this week's Player Spotlight with Chase Bunnell, a.k.a. Spanky, Darren Choppa, a.k.a. Boris, and Ty Johnson, also known as Buster. New nicknames for the defensive line here in the Rapid Med halftime show. Argyle leading at the break 73-0 over North Dallas. This is Eagles football, brought to you by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
Feel like you never have any space to put things? Tired of your closet always looking cluttered, no matter how you try to organize it? Try Closets by Design. Have an expert out for a free consultation to have a look at your closet, garage, home office, pantry, anything. And they will build you a closet system that caters to your every need. Why go buy a basic cookie cutter piece of furniture when you can put in a system tailored specifically for your every need? Schedule your consultation today by calling 972-361-0010 or schedule it online at closetsbydesign.com. Imagine your home totally organized. Closets by Design.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides you and your family with personalized, state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care, just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. No waiting room and direct access to Rapid Med over the web by using your webcam or smartphone. COVID testing available. Extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson, broker of DFW Legacy Real Estate Group, believes in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle or a first-time buyer, Lori is dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. If you want the best, call Lori Jacobson, D Magazine's best real estate agent in 2019 and 2020. Lori wants to encourage all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy on and off the field. Go Eagles.
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessories showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
Only the most fun kind of music here in the Rapid Med halftime show. Argyle leading North Dallas 73-0 at the break. About 7 minutes to go in this halftime show. So let's check in with Rick Herron and Pam Arrington as they will deliver to you updates around the school district and just checking in on some of the other sports going around Argyle ISD. So let's check in with Rick and Pam.
Hey, Eagle fans. This is Rick Herron, Argyle ISD's Director of Communications, with this week's Eagle Update, which provides you a closer look at the news and events happening across our district. Well, Argyle High School held a special ceremony Wednesday afternoon to celebrate 5 student athletes who were signing scholarships with colleges and universities. Wednesday marked the first day of the early national letter of intent signing for the fall. Due to the campus's COVID-19 restrictions, this traditional indoor event was moved outside and held in the plaza area near the field house. Friends and family filled the area, and the players had decorated tables with their future schools. The signees included Eagle baseball player Tyler Abrego, who signed a scholarship with Incarnate Word. Girls basketball player Sydney Standiford signed with Clemson University. Mackenzie McCormick signed a lacrosse scholarship with Furman. And 2 Argyle Eagle pole vaulters, Caleb Murdoch and Reagan Ruffner, both signed with Texas A&M. Congratulations to these 5 student athletes on this outstanding accomplishment, and be sure to keep an eye on them in college. Veterans Day was Wednesday, and our campuses did an outstanding job continuing this long-standing tradition in Argyle ISD of honoring our veterans on this day. Due to the campus restrictions, students and staff found new creative ways to celebrate and pay tribute to our veterans. Each campus produced a video that can now be found on the Argyle ISD website and the campus websites, as well as in the district newsletter. These campus videos were also sent by email to all parents on Wednesday night. So be sure to check your email and check these websites, and we thank our campuses for such an outstanding job finding new ways to honor our veterans. As we all continue to adjust to our current circumstances, another high school event had to pivot to a non-traditional method of competition earlier this week. The Argyle High School debate team competed in the UIL Region Congressional Debate, but it was held virtually. And the Eagles adjusted just fine to these new difficult circumstances. Coming in first place and advancing to state was Billy Michael, and he'll be joined at state by Joseph Thompson, who finished third. Fellow Eagle Tristan Ball placed fourth and will serve as Argyle's first alternate at state. So congratulations to these Eagles for adjusting to the new circumstances and faring very well. Okay, Eagle fans, this is the final reminder regarding the Argyle Education Foundation's big upcoming fundraiser. It's the 3rd annual Chili Cook-Off and Mackdown, and it's going to be held November 15th at Marty B's from 2 to 5 p.m. So how do you get tickets? Well, you visit supportargyleisd.org to get those tickets now. Again, that's November 15th from 2 to 5 p.m. at Marty B's. It's the Argyle Education Foundation's big upcoming fundraiser. We will see you there. Oh, and one big final shout out goes to the Argyle Lady Eagle cross country team for earning a berth to the UIL state meet. What an awesome accomplishment. Well, that's it for this week's Argyle ISD Communications Update. I will now send it over to Pam Arrington, the district's Director of Marketing, for an update.
Hello, Argyle. This is Pamela Arrington bringing you some updates from around the district. I want to start off by thanking everyone who donated towards the Argyle Thanksgiving Community Food Drive. We were able to collect enough food items to provide full Thanksgiving meals to close to 50 families. So thank you again for donating. I also want to give a special shout out to the Girl Scouts from Argyle Middle School for coming out and helping us sort food this week. We're looking forward to Saturday when the families here in Argyle ISD get to come pick up their meals. Looking ahead to the next event that we need help with is the Argyle Angel Tree. Definitely looking forward to this event. I look forward to it every year. I think it's so great because it allows families to go out and shop for students that are in need. It allows our kids to get involved. We have many students here in Argyle ISD that are on the Angel Tree list, and they need your help. And every year as a community, we're able to come together and provide the needs for these children. So next week, we will have the Argyle Angel Trees set up at every campus here in our district. They will be covered with angels that you can adopt. So make sure you mark your calendars, stop by any campus in Argyle ISD starting next week, and you can adopt an angel. I'll be sending out a district-wide email. We will also have information located under News and Information on the Argyle ISD website. Well, Argyle, that's all I have for you today. I hope everyone is enjoying their game. I know we're all looking forward to Thanksgiving, which is just around the corner. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. Go Eagles!
That was Rick Herron and Pam Arrington with this week's Argyle ISD Eagle Update inside the Rapid Med halftime show. 73-0, Argyle leads North Dallas in the bi-district round of playoffs. Argyle setting a new school record with points in the first half. The school record for points in a game is 77. So one more, maybe a couple field goals or one more touchdown, and they will set a new school record for points in a single game. As we look ahead to the second half, we're going to take one more break inside this Rapid Med halftime show. When we come back, Kenny Arthur and Mitch Cullen will get you set for this second half on Thursday Night Football in Argyle. This is Eagles football brought to you by the Argyle Eagles Booster Club.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. State Farm agent Matt Ports knows another winning combination: home and auto. Matt and his team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call State Farm agent Matt Ports at 940-591-6644 today.
Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation. And welcome back to Eagle Stadium for the second half of tonight's bi-district Class 4A Division I playoff game, representing 7 4A Division I. First place team, of course, your Argyle Eagles, and then representing District 8 4A Division I, it's the North Dallas Bulldogs. It's been all Argyle in this first half, 73-0. Argyle has scored on every possession they have had the football. 4 of those possessions they scored on the first play, and then there was one other one-play score, and that was a 70-yard punt return by Sutton Lee. So it's been all Eagles in the first half, 73-0. Starting quarterback C.J. Rogers, 5 out of 5, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Ethan DePiro, 2 out of 2, 29 yards, a touchdown and no interceptions. So the two quarterbacks for Argyle combined 7 of 7 That'd be 100% completion percentage in case you were
is, yeah.
scoring at home. All 4 running backs have touchdowns. Peyton Shoemake leading the way, 13 carries, 123 yards, 3 touchdowns for the junior. Tito Bice, 2 carries, 45 yards. Knox Scoggins, 3 for 34. And Braden Baker only got 1 carry tonight, and it was 5 yards and a little scamper for a touchdown. Spreading the ball around receiving as well. Cash Walker, 1 for 41. Hayden Stewart, that was a touchdown, by the way. Hayden Stewart, 1 for 35, touchdown. Baylor Bowen, 1 for 18, touchdown. Cole Kirkpatrick, 2 for 12, but no touchdowns. What's wrong with Cole? We're going to have to get on him. We need to run a few more wind sprints or something.
He's not going to get one in the second half either.
No, he's not. At least I hope he doesn't. Riley Page, 1 for 11. Jasper Lott, 1 for 5, and that's part of the reason right there. Jasper Lott was injured on that play, and hopefully he's okay. Looks like it was a leg injury, but he's up and about, so maybe Jasper will be okay. But again, the most important stat, Argyle leading the way on the scoreboard, 73-0. Davian Long, about the only somewhat bright spot for North Dallas, 16 carries, 60 yards for the North Dallas quarterback. With Robert Hudgens and Mitch Cullen, I'm Kenny Arthur, Blake Jones producing, and we'll try to keep you entertained here in the second half. Stitch Cleaner uniform update so we can paint the picture for you since you just get to look at us. Argyle, and they're all red jerseys, red pants, white numerals outlined in black, white helmets, red eagle feathers, and North Dallas in their white jerseys with orange numerals outlined in black, orange pants, and orange helmets with the state of Texas and an interlocking ND in that state of Texas on their helmet. And Quincy Goldsmith nowhere to go here on this kickoff return. He's going to have it at the 14, and that is where North Dallas will start, 1st and 10. And I won't even attempt to give you the starting defense for Argyle. I was going to look down here at this, but it's going to be a whole bunch of new folks out there, including Aiden Pruner, Reese McHugh. Got quite a bit of action in the first half. Jacob Rodriguez out there on the defensive front. The linebackers looks like Carson Shaw, Brock Bunce, Alex Mann, and then the 5 safeties Argyle likes to go with. It's going to be Aaron Funderburk at the deep safety, Jaquan Felton at the strong safety. The other strong safety is going to be Cade Doggett. And here's a handoff and a couple of yards out to the 18-yard line. There goes Richards. And also in that secondary, it looks like as I mentioned, Funderburk. Let's see, and the corners out there, it looks like Charlie Krzyzak at the right corner, and Reed Palmer starts the second half at left corner. So 2nd down and 6 here for the Bulldogs.
Let's just keep it between the tackles.
I'm fine with that for sure. A couple receivers split out wide left, one right for the Bulldogs this time. Davian Long, the quarterback, claps his hands together and throws one out to the right side, and he will turn that back inside. That'll be enough for a 1st down. And Goldsmith makes the catch, brought down by Charlie Krzyzak. And also in there on the stop was Cade Doggett. That'd be 1st and 10 at the 25.
Yeah, and he threw that, all the way out to the numbers. It's a good throw. You wonder what he could do if he really got to
had some protection.
Well, that and work during the summers, right, on his game, because that's one of the advantages that Argyle has is they all get together all summer long and they work out, and you just wonder if North Dallas has that same opportunity or if they take advantage of that opportunity.
1st down and 10. Handoff again. This is going to be Richards, the freshman running back. He's going to have a couple of yards. And getting up off the bottom of the pile there for Argyle, looks like maybe Aiden Pruner. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Clock running, 10:04 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Well, so North Dallas High School, if you right there where they're located, there is a baseball field, and that's actually where they practice. But there is not a football field anywhere around campus there at North Dallas High School.
Well, and I guess that's because none of the Dallas schools do, except for Wilmer Hutchins, which used to be its own ISD, and that's why they've got one. But
2nd down and 10. And nice run this time by the quarterback Long. Funderburk comes up to make the stop. Also along with Jacob Rodriguez, the senior, and nice pickup to the 34-yard line. Going to leave 3rd and a yard for North Dallas, and I'm sure the stat master Blake Jones has this. Has North Dallas had 2 first downs on a drive? I don't think we have we?
I don't think so.
I think the most in any drive they have had a couple of first downs, but and Long is going to take off running. He's going to cut this one back inside, and I think he is going to get the first down. Nice move by him. Actually, looked like he was going to be dead to rights, 3 or 4 yards in the backfield, and ended up getting right to the first down mark at the 35. So back-to-back first downs here for the North Dallas Bulldogs, and it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Yeah, and they're just pretty much keeping it between the tackles other than the one pass they had earlier. So chewing up the clock and grinding out a few yards each play.
Richards, the freshman, cuts this one back inside and looked like he had some room, and then he's hammered. I think the ball's on the ground.
Yeah.
And it is. And Argyle football. Looks like Carson Shaw may have won the one to cause that fumble. And Alex Mann, the sophomore who came up last week, I believe, for his first action on varsity, recovers the fumble. And it'll be Argyle football at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I was kind of rooting for him to do a little bit of something right there, right? You know, get the ball and move it down the field. But just, you know, the ball security is such a big part of the game, and it's not the part of the game that these guys excel at. You saw it right there.
Sutton Lee, Wayne Pritz put out wide left. Baylor Bowen and Gannon Pels are split out right for Argyle. Peyton Shoemake will get the handoff from Drew Snakenberg. And he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage is all. Wes Tucker is at left tackle for Argyle. Noah Black is at left guard. Austin Rusk is at center. Nash Kruger at right guard. And big number 68, Dominic Reed, the 248-pound junior, is at right tackle. And again, we just mentioned that Drew Snakenberg at quarterback and Peyton Shoemake starting this second half at running back for Argyle. 7:04 to play here in the third quarter, and we're going to have some time in between plays.
Yeah, we are. We're running
some
that play clock down. Yep.
We're going to have Robert. You put Robert and Hudge ins together, and you just get Roger.
You do?
Yeah, Hudge, Roger, with a D.
Yeah,
like Todd Rogers.
I'm not there, but okay.
Yeah. So, no gain on that play either. And here comes sophomore back out there. Jason Crowder will check in at left guard. And there comes Ty Hudgens in at the tight end. Speaking of
good looking
in the Hudgens name and taken after mom. Be 3rd down and 10.
Has our punter even warmed up?
Oh, yeah. What do we do? Well, or we could try
just go for it.
36, 40, be about a 53-yard field goal from here.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the wind. Look at it. It's kind of freshening up a bit there.
And Shoemake.
And I have to worry about it.
It is going to be a 4th down, but it's going to be at the 29-yard line. A pickup of about 7 that time for Peyton Shoemake.
Kick it.
And that's what I say. Why not? Give it a shot.
Practice. Well, you can burn more clock this way, and that's what I think he's going to. If you don't get it, that's good field position for North Dallas.
There was no 4th down for Argyle in the first half of any form or fashion. Didn't have to go for one, didn't have to punt. 4th and 3 here. Argyle going for it at the 29, and straight up the middle goes Shoemake. He will have the first down. Running behind Wes Tucker. And to the 19-yard line. That's a 10-yard pickup there for Shoemake. And another Eagle first down, and now Noah Black will check back in, this time for Austin Rusk.
Yeah, their ends kind of crashed a little bit quicker. They might have had a chance to get him in the backfield, but once he got a step ahead of him, there was just no resistance in front of him.
Or if they would just crash straight down, right?
Yeah.
Peyton Shoemake now has carried the football the last 13 Argyle plays. Let's see if it's 14. Well, look at that. It is. Cuts this one inside. Not a whole lot on that one. He's going to only have about maybe a yard. Looks like in on the stop that time was Kevin Crockett, the 5'11", 170-pound senior for the North Dallas Bulldogs. Again, we mentioned that earlier tonight. First time North Dallas has made the football playoffs since 1952. Now, let's put some of that in perspective.
Yep.
There was a time that only the district champion made the playoffs, right? And even as far back as my high school days, only first and second place made the playoffs.
It was
right?
only one when I was in high school,
Yeah.
only first place.
That was somewhere around 1952, wasn't it?
It was a little bit after that. They had full face masks. In fact, the team that won my district won state that year. That's kind of how bad luck, right?
Is that Lake Highlands?
It was Plano.
There's Gannon Pels getting a quick pass, so we do not run the ball to Peyton Schumack, and he goes out of bounds.
And they're running the clock.
With 3:27 to play.
But yeah, you're right. 52 through, man, I'm going to guess the middle 80s.
Yeah, somewhere
at least the middle 80s.
I started high school in '87, and I think it was about that time they just implemented 2 teams going to the playoffs and whatnot.
So it was really difficult, and certainly for North Dallas back in the late 50s, early 60s, there were a lot of good teams in Dallas that you really don't see anymore. And so they had it would take a really special team to even get in the playoffs.
3rd down and 5 here for Argyle. They're going to do a little inside toss to Gannon Pels again, and he's going to get the corner. 5 and into the end zone. Gannon Pels, technically a pass, so a 14-yard touchdown pass. Drew Snakenberg to Gannon Pels, and 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and that'll set the all-time scoring record right there for Argyle. With this extra point, gets them to 80.
Caden Dotson back out to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of Sutton Lee, Logan May, the deep snapper. Snap is low. And a toss now to Caden Dotson from Sutton Lee. Caden's probably like, what are you doing?
I don't want it.
Don't give me that.
You take it.
2:02 left to play in the 3rd quarter. It's now Argyle 79, North Dallas nothing. And this upcoming break brought to you by the University Interscholastic League.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Finally started getting a little encouragement, Mitch.
You are?
Al Arco said we're looking good.
Okay.
The whole Schnabel family, Darren, Stacy, Reed, Haley, Jenna, say we're looking good. Man.
And we didn't even have our normal makeup people here tonight.
No.
Just all natural.
I mean, I'm glad Stacy told me I was looking good. I don't care if Darren thinks I look good or not.
There's
the fair catch for North Dallas, and they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line.
How about a drive summary?
How about a drive summary, Mitchie Poo?
Let's do it. Okay, and we are running through our drive summary sponsors. Let me say that. This drive summary, Remax of North Texas team and Gillette Ryan Shavy. 7 plays, 36 yards, 5 minutes and 47 seconds. That's like 15 drives for Argyle normally. Capped off by a 4-yard TD pass to Gannon Pales, going hard to the corner and got there.
Read option. Davian Long is going to keep the football to the 30-yard line. A little short, 29-yard line. And is that Newman making the stop? Landon Newman on the stop for Argyle.
All right, a couple of third quarter sponsors. You ready?
I'm ready.
Joe and Tina Bartram of CNN Mortgage, Dave and Kathy Salisbury of the Real Estate Station, Cheney Materials, Brent Bowen, Attorney at Law, Alex Payne, Yellow Door Storage, Independent Bank, Connie Johnson, A-Town Apparel, Ian Sadler, BSBD Group.
There's Quincy Goldsmith. Boy, he breaks the tackle on the far side. Oh, a huge block. That's going to be illegal, but that's going to spring Quincy Goldsmith all the way down to the 31-yard line where Jaquan Felton ran him out of bounds, but it was Jamal Felton who got lit up there on the blind side block.
Took it for the team.
Yeah, he did.
Bring it all the way back.
So they'll bring it all the way back, but a huge gain all the way down to the 31-yard line.
Two more quick sponsors, Texas Center for Oral Surgery and Tara Tarrant, Southland Realty Group.
Waiting on the call here.
Personal foul on the offense. Number 1, blindside block. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains second down.
So it was a 58-yard gain, but that penalty will bring it all the way back, as you heard Tony Acosta, the head ref.
Yeah,
making that call.
it is a fun block to pull off that was legal about 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Best one ever was Sam Sizlove in Salina. And it is still on YouTube if anybody's interested. Go look at it.
Second down. Here's that little quick hitter out to Goldsmith, trying to keep him in bounds. That way they're going to keep running the clock. And it's knocked out of bounds over there by Reed Palmer. Jarvis Owen.
End of the
And
quarter.
that is the end of the third quarter. We're through 3 here at Eagle Stadium. 12 minutes left in this bi-district matchup. It's Argyle 79, North Dallas nothing. Back with the fourth quarter in just a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. This broadcast is made possible by the generous support of our corporate advertising sponsors who have enabled Argyle ISD athletic programs to achieve many exceptional accomplishments, including state championships in multiple sports and 8 consecutive Lone Star Cups. These sponsorships remain the primary source of funding for the Booster Club, which directs the expenditures towards Argyle athletics and clubs at the high school and middle school level. Your corporate sponsorship provides the best opportunity for our student athletes to reach their full potential here at Argyle ISD, and in return, we offer numerous advertising packages which fit your budget to brand your business with high visibility in the stadiums or right here on these airwaves. Do you want to be a sponsor and support the athletics here at Argyle ISD? Contact Brian and Shelley Stone at aebc.sponsorship@gmail.com to begin your support. Go Eagles!
Hello, Eagle fans. This is John Lavelle, president of the Argyle Eagle Booster Club, reminding you to subscribe and listen to the Eagles Nest podcast. The podcast comes out every Thursday, and you'll hear from your coaches, your players, updates on all the sports, and updates from Argyle ISD as well. Subscribe, listen, and go Eagles.
Davian Long will keep this time. Past the 25 out to the 26-yard line, about a 4-yard pickup that time. It'll be fourth down here for the North Dallas Bulldogs. And hang on, look at something that I'd never get to do.
What's that?
So my wife and daughter went home.
Okay.
It's Thursday night in fourth grade. She's got school in the morning.
Yep.
I get to look into the camera and say, "Good night, Brookie.
Yeah,
Daddy loves
right.
you." There you go. How about that? That's pretty cool. I'll never get to do that.
Give other people nightmares, but Brookie will sleep good tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Fourth down here for the Bulldogs, and Connor Wester back in punt formation. Is this Drew Adams back here at the 43-yard line? Snaps a little high, but Wester gets the punt away.
He's not a bad kicker.
Oh, no, he's real good. Ball hits
A lot
at
of
the 40 and
experience.
goes straight out of bounds. 35-yard punt for Connor Wester. No return by Drew Adams, and Argyle will have it first and 10 at their own 39-yard line with 10:53 to play here in this ball game. Argyle gets the winner of Stephenville and Benbrook, and those two face off tomorrow night. You talked about this earlier, about just going and watching games, and there's plenty of room at Farrington Field.
Historic.
Yeah, so you should be able to find you a seat.
You know it's for sale. Did you know that? That the city or Fort
Let's
Worth
buy
ISD is going to sell it?
Let's buy it.
Yeah.
We could have like tractor pulls and stuff.
Heck yeah, outdoor.
That's right.
Yeah. In that neighborhood, it fits right in, right?
That's right. It was right across the street from like Casa Manana or something.
Yeah.
So, first and 10 here for the Eagles.
Okay, so the blown extra point is going to haunt me, right? Because that 1 point to get you to 80. I mean, you don't want to demoralize them, right? But 1 point, 80 kind of gets you in a whole nother tax bracket, right? Over anything in the 70s. And hopefully we don't get there now, but might on this play.
Peyton Shoemake runs over a man. Kevin Crockett, he's going to pick up about 8 yards to the 48-yard. And Wayne Pritz are split out to the left side. Gannon Pels and Baylor Bowen here on the right side. That same offensive line is out there, I believe, for Argyle. It's Dominic Reed, Nash Kruger, Austin Rusk. The left guard's been switching in out a little bit, so we'll check to see that when we can get a better view of it. But
some of their measurables for these players are so over padded, it's not even funny.
Wes Tucker is still at left guard. Here's a little inside toss to Riley Page, and he's going to get the corner midfield and then step out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. That is enough for a first down. And by the way, it's Noah Black that's at the left guard. Now here comes Jason Crowder. So some padded weights. Is that what you're talking about?
And heights more than anything else. But everybody does it, right? I mean, each team wants to add a few pounds and an inch or two, but some of these kids, they've added like 6 inches, I think, just to get them to 5'9".
Or maybe the sheet that I typed up is maybe I mistyped.
Could be.
That's possible.
Yep.
Clock running with 8:32, and still 2 receivers to either side for Argyle. Snakenberg hands it off to Peyton Shoemake. Lots of running room on the right side. 25-20 down the sideline, and he is run out of bounds there by Muhammad Balidi after a 27-yard gain to the 20-yard line. Be first and 10. Argyle leading 79-0. 8 minutes to play in the ballgame. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is where you listen to Argyle Eagle football.
Hey, this is Hawkeye from New Country 96.3 KSCS, and you're listening to Argyle Eagle football on the Argyle Radio Network.
7:47 with the clock running. Again, Argyle gets the winner of Stephenville and Benbrook. They play tomorrow night at Farrington Field in Fort Worth, and so either Argyle will have an extra day to prepare, or either way they're going to have an extra day compared to those two teams, but still not completely certain. I'm going to try to find out if Argyle. How about that? You ask and you shall receive. Thanks, Gina. You're awesome. We were just talking about that. Perfect timing. The great Gina Smith says we play next Thursday, 7 o'clock, and this will be fun. Globe Life Park in Arlington. Not Globe Life Field, not the new place.
That'd be real fun.
The old ballpark. Old ballpark in Arlington. Globe Life Park is where we will be next Thursday, 7 o'clock. Kickoff against the winner of Stephenville and Benbrook.
So here's the question. When was the last time these kids played a game on grass?
All right, yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, because I know I know my youngest one, Spencer, played one scrimmage game on grass. That might have been it.
Second down and 10, and here is the handoff to Shoemake. And, man, Argyle triggered some things up there. All sorts of people going in motion. I got to go down to Robert. Robert, I mean, this has been such a basic game for Argyle's offense. They confused me there a little bit.
Yeah,
trying to trick it up a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of things they're doing is just trying to get as many looks, and honestly, I think one of the things they're doing is not getting a whole lot of different things on tape for other people to look at.
Yeah.
So it's a great experience for these young guys.
And you can negotiate with Clark next week about being on the sidelines again if you want about at Globe Life Park.
I think that people need to email Argyle Booster Club and let them know
that they love you.
Exactly.
Shoemake now 181 yards rushing. My man wants to get over 200, I bet now. Although he's probably not even thinking about it. He has no idea how many yards he has right now. He gets to the 10-yard line. That's enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 5 more for Peyton Shoemake, and it will be just inside the 10, so first and goal with 5:25 to play. Still trying to bust that 80 number that you were talking about, Mitch.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do it now unless we kick a field goal or something like that. I guess we could kick it and then give them the ball.
Well, you can't stop. You're not going to take a knee here, so you're still going to run the ball, right? So,
well, what are we doing here?
I don't know. Everybody in the backfield, a couple of receivers have come over to talk to the Argyle coaching staff. It's kind of strange. It's almost like playground football right here, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's still 10 seconds left on the play clock, so they got plenty of time to run out there and run the play.
Well, maybe. Snakenberg stays over a little bit too long, the quarterback, and he's still out there. 4 seconds. Play clock's down to 3. He needs to know to snap it right now. I'm not real sure. I guess they're just not worried about calling the delay game because they reset the play clock. Snakenberg's going to keep it himself this time. And gets a couple to the 8-yard line, and
that's about what they wanted, I think, right there, Argyle.
Yeah.
Let's just keep running in the middle and not going anywhere.
They keep switching out a couple of the linemen there, so get them plenty of playing time. Austin Rusk and Noah Black kind of switching out for each other. Jason Crowder in and out quite a bit as well with Noah Black.
Yeah, so let's run back to 1952. You want to?
Let's do it.
Let's go to 53. Let's go to 53. And only one team makes the playoffs, right? And we all look at it now as like, that's just unheard of doing that. Is it better than this?
Yes. There's a handoff to Shoemake again. And he's still driving, and he's going to get just inside the 5-yard line. Leave 3rd down and goal. So Blake's asking our ear, did we only play like 3 playoff games? No, we didn't have Division I, Division II,
no.
6A, 4A, 5A.
I don't even think you had regions. You may have had
that far back. I think they only had like
2,
1, 2, and 3A.
Yeah.
But yeah, you didn't have Division I, Division II. They didn't even start the big 5A and small 5A until.
So when I was in high school, 4A was the biggest.
Okay.
Because you had Class B, right?
Yeah.
And then once they stopped calling
Giving your age here, by the way.
That's fine. When they finished calling it Class B and they started calling it 1A, they moved everything up, so you had 5A, and then they wanted to come up with an even bigger category, so that's when they went to 6.
3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line here for Argyle. And Peyton Shoemake will get it one more time, and he's hitting the backfield. Nowhere to go this time, and I believe that is Crockett and Ruiz that combined to make the stop there for North Dallas, and it'll be 4th down, and so you got an opportunity here. If you want to kick a field goal, you can, or if you just want to.
I think they don't want to.
Run it again. Clock running with 2.5 to play in this ball game. And again, next Thursday night, we'll be at Globe Life Park in Arlington. 7 o'clock kickoff. Pregame at Waxahachie Autoplex pregame will be on the air at 6:30 tomorrow night, and we will be at Globe Life Park, not Globe Life Field. So the old, pretty much the Temple. So 3 receivers to the right, and 1 split out left, and looks like victory formation here. But on 4th down, it's going to turn the ball over on downs if you just take a knee. So. But that's what Argyle does.
Yep.
But the clock continues to run here. Clock does not stop, but I'm not sure if there are going to be any more plays or what exactly is going to happen here with 1:40. And it'll be 1st and 10 for North Dallas at the 11-yard line. They did stop the clock, by the way, so North Dallas will get out and get another possession. .138 left to play in this ball game, with Argyle leading 79-0. New school record for points for Argyle. They had set the record with 77 earlier this season against Carrollton Ranchview.
And it's got to be the largest margin of victory.
Yeah. So from the 11, Davion Long. Back in there at quarterback. Looks like Travion Smith might be to his left. That's who it is. And Smith will get the carry. Cut it inside. Nice run by Smith. He's out across the 15 to the 20. He's going to have a 1st down and a little bit more to the 20. I think
they stopped the clock to move the sticks.
Clock to stop. Stop the clock.
Looks like Big Ty Johnson even tried to bleach his hair down there.
And we've got an injured Argyle Eagle out there. It looks like maybe
cramp.
Yeah, it could be a cramp, and that's I believe Jamal Felton. But yeah, it looks like they're just trying to stretch out a calf here.
Yeah, and his brother tries to help him. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so are they twins?
He's leaning over the top of him right now.
Same age?
Both sophomores, yes.
Okay.
Just walking off rather gingerly there with a calf issue, so Jamal will take a seat. And I'm sure brother's going to make fun of him a little bit after that.
Oh, yeah.
That's I mean, you didn't even start, right? And so you didn't play the entire game. And he's going to be like, nice night like this, and couldn't make it through.
Coach Rogers will use him as an example of hydration.
Right. Maybe he had some turkey, tryptophan.
Uh-oh.
So 1st and 10 from the 27, and there's the quick hitter out to Quincy Goldsmith, and Goldsmith will run out of bounds over there on the far. I'm sorry, that's Alex Flores, number 3, not number 2, and that's Reed Palmer knocks him out of bounds with 1 minute left to play in this game before Argyle is once again 2020 by-district champions. How many by-district championships is that in a row? We've got all these other championships and whatever else, but
it goes back to 07 or 08, probably.
2nd down 7. This might be the last play of the game unless North Dallas does something exciting and wants to try to squeeze in one more play. They're going to go deep on the right side, and that ball is overthrown.
Would you like to see him score, yes or no?
I don't know that I want him to score,
Robert,
but I'd have been okay with him completing a nice pass there. You like to get a shutout, right? I mean, we hadn't had one all season. So, but the clock will continue to run unless someone really gets in a hurry. We're not going to have another play in this ball game, and we will not. So, some handshaking taking place out there on the field, and this ball game is over. And the Argyle Eagles are 2020 Class 4A Division I, Region II by-district champions. And they will move on to the area round next week to take on the winner of Stephenville and Benbrook. Those two play tomorrow night. And we'll talk a little bit more about that during our post-game show. We'll have our Waxahachie Autoplex players of the game. We'll talk with Coach Rogers during our RE/MAX North Texas team post-game show. That's all coming up in just a moment. Our final score, Argyle 79, North Dallas nothing. We're back with that RE/MAX North Texas team post-game show in just a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. This broadcast is made possible by the generous support of our corporate advertising sponsors who have enabled Argyle ISD athletic programs to achieve many exceptional accomplishments, including state championships in multiple sports and 8 consecutive Lone Star Cups. These sponsorships remain the primary source of funding for the Booster Club, which directs the expenditures towards Argyle athletics and clubs at the high school and middle school level. Your corporate sponsorship provides the best opportunity for our student athletes to reach their full potential here at Argyle ISD, and in return, we offer numerous advertising packages which fit your budget to brand your business with high visibility in the stadiums or right here on these airwaves. Do you want to be a sponsor and support the athletics here at Argyle ISD? Contact Brian and Shelley Stone at aebc.sponsorship@gmail.com to begin your support. Go Eagles!
Hello, Eagle fans. This is John Lavelle, president of the Argyle Eagle Booster Club, reminding you to subscribe and listen to the Eagles Nest podcast. The podcast comes out every Thursday, and you'll hear from your coaches, your players, updates on all the sports, and updates from Argyle ISD as well. Subscribe, listen, and go Eagles.
Welcome back into the RE/MAX North Texas team postgame show here on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. Along with Robert Hudgens, Mitch Cullen, I'm Kenny Arthur, and Blake Jones producing. And see if we can grab Coach Rogers here, talk to him for just a second. See how he feels about his team's win tonight, and maybe also talk a little bit about next week's matchup and playing at Globe Life Park, which should be quite a treat for the kids, for sure, for us too, for that matter.
Yeah.
79-0. Argyle victorious tonight in this by-district round of the playoffs. And
be interesting to see how they set that field up. I mean, I saw some of those is it XFL? What did they play there?
Yeah, whatever that was. It started right about the time that COVID hit. They played a game or two.
Yeah, I saw it on TV, but you really couldn't get the full feel of how it was set up, so I'd be curious to see that.
All right, and we are Coach Rogers with us.
I am.
Hey, all right, Coach. Well, congratulations. Another bi-district championship. We're not counting, I don't know, a lot in a row. Congratulations on another victory. And tell us a little bit. I mean, I think coming in this game, you kind of knew a little bit about what to expect. But as always, your team came out like this was, Salina in Week 10 and just dominated from the get-go.
Yeah, I thought our kids played well. We saw on video that they were, a low numbers team, so we wanted the tempo and play as fast as we possibly could. We were able to do that early on in the game and got our first level players out of the game, and then we went from there.
We talk a lot about getting all those players in the game and whatnot, but Peyton Shoemake tonight goes for nearly 200 yards. Talk a little bit about him and his contribution. He's got to play in pretty much all 11 weeks this season.
Well, he's an excellent back. We have tons of really good running backs, and I'm pleased with their performance along with the offensive line blocking for them.
All right. Well, talk a little bit. So we found out it looks like next Thursday at Globe Life Park. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Well, so tell us a little bit about how that came about and how excited you, even yourself maybe, but how excited the kids are going to be to play at Globe Life Park.
Well, they outsourced that to Philip O'Neill, who is the athletic director of Mansfield. He helps organize it and manage that, and they renovated that ballpark for the XFL Renegades team. And Arlington has been using it all year, and what a special opportunity we have to be able to play out there on a Thursday night.
Well, and Mitch and I were talking about this a little bit. Do you remember the last time you played on grass?
Well, it's turf now.
Oh, is
so
it?
we're
Okay.
Good.
We didn't know that. Okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. Well, I was wondering about that. I was hoping there wasn't going to be any rain, but good. Okay. Awesome.
Hey,
well,
Coach,
congrats.
real quick. What are the challenges ahead for finding the neutral sites? Is that going to be an issue, or schools having issues, doing that, or what's the future look like?
Well, I think there was a great article in the Dallas Morning News today in regards to that. It's just difficult. All the 5As and 6As have great big venues that we normally use, and we kind of juggle it around, and everybody's kind of, the teams are pairing off, and there's plenty of opportunities out there to do it, but as the 5As and 6As are a month behind us, that's not even feasible.
All right, well, there you go. Well, good luck figuring that out, because hopefully there's at least 6 more weeks to go. So we're playing 5 more weeks to go, and we know where the last one will be, so hopefully we don't have to even worry about that.
I hope so.
Yeah, all right. Congrats, Coach, on another bi-district victory.
All right, thank you.
All right, Coach Todd Rogers from the Argyle Eagles, and now we've got us a offensive, defense, and special teams player of the game tonight. And let's see who gets the headphones first. Where are you going first? Are we on headphones, or you want to interview him? I don't care. Sutton Lee's got it, huh? Well, good. Hey, Sutton, Kenny Arthur up here in the booth, and congrats on a great game. We're giving you special teams player of the game, even though you had a little success on offense tonight as well. But of course, as we always do, we like to pick a little fun from time to time. And that last snap when you were holding, I mean, it only hit like 4 yards in front of you. You couldn't have handled that a little better? I'm kidding with you, man. Totally messing with you. Yes, but I will say this. I'm assuming you're a little bit faster than Caden Dodson. Why'd you pitch it to him?
He was just like calling for it, so I saw him and I just threw it back because I was about to get taken down.
Okay, see, we were up here guessing that he was saying, don't give it to me, don't give it to me. Well, hey, tell us a little bit about that punt return tonight. The first one, you almost took it back, and then you got an opportunity the next time, and just tell us about what a thrill that was. Really the first time you've been out there full-time tonight returning punts, and always a good time to have something like that, a special teams play. So tell us what was going through your mind there on that punt return.
Well, Coach Dunham and Coach McCartney just did a good job of prepping me this week, so because I'm new to it, and I just saw that the hole opened up in the middle, and then our call was to the sideline, so then I just kicked it right back out, and they blocked well, and we executed it.
Now, here was my guess the next time around, because there was nobody anywhere near you. Did Coach Dunham tell you to call a fair catch the next time, or did you do that on your own?
Yes, sir. We were calling fair catch.
Yeah, I could pretty much tell. I could even tell almost just by your body language. I was like, he did not want a fair catch that.
Yes,
he
sir.
wanted to take another one to the house, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, absolutely. Well, hey, congrats. Special teams.
Thank you.
Exciting for us, too, right? I mean, in one of these games where it's 79-0, we try to find some things to talk about up here sometimes in the broadcast. play like a punt return for 70 yards. Gives us a little excitement, so we appreciate you having a little fun out there tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, Sutton Lee, the sophomore, our special teams player of the game tonight. And now we will move on to our defensive player of the game. All right, we got it down there. We ready now, Carson? Is that Carson?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Carson. Man, you've just you've played lights out all season long. Not necessarily in a starting role all season, but talk a little bit about as a team. The way I know Coach Rogers talks about it, but as a team, how you guys feel when you're kind of the backups, but in every game from week 1 to week 11, it seems like a lot of the backups get just as much playing time. And I don't mean when it's 50-0. You guys come out when it's still, first quarter, and really contribute to the game. And tell us that if you guys as a team and the players, you think about that and how important it is to be able to stay fresh and have different guys that can come into the game like that.
Oh, yes, sir. We just get prepared all week. The coaches keep us ready. They make sure we're there, we're prepared, we can do anything we got to do, we can run the plays, and the coaches just keep us prepared so we know we're always ready to go in when we need to.
Well, talking a little bit about this game against North Dallas, and I think, we all kind of knew coming in that you guys were probably going to dominate this game. You came out in total, unofficially, 4 tackles, had a tackle for loss and a forced fumble. They only fumbled 6 times all year, and I think they had 4 or 5 tonight. You forced one of those. Was there anything you guys were doing? Were you slapping at the football or anything, or just hitting them hard and the ball was popping out?
We were just out there hitting them hard. We saw they were carrying the ball loose, so we were swinging at it too, just trying to get it out, and so someone could make a play and hopefully return it. But we got the ball, we could switch the field.
Yeah, sounds good. Hey, 4 tackles, tackle for loss, and the forced fumble tonight. Talk a little bit about just this overall team this year. You know how this is in these small communities, and we live and breathe high school football, but especially during this COVID-19 era, there's people that really don't have anything else to do, right? But pay attention to high school football right now. And as a team, how are you guys feeling as we head to week 2 of the playoffs? And I know there's that whole mentality of state or bust, but there's also the mentality of, we're just looking at next week, not ahead. But there's got to be some excitement from this team. A lot of people talking about it, that the best team that maybe has come through here in a while.
Oh, yes, sir. We're just taking it week by week. We just got to get out there and take care of it and make sure we don't look too far ahead, because we gotta win every week and dominate them.
All right. Well, I talked to Coach Rogers about this, and I'm assuming you may or may not know by now. But you're playing next week at Globe Life Park, so the old Rangers ballpark. Excited about that?
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a unique experience, and I can't wait to do that.
Okay. Hey, awesome. Defensive player of the game, Carson. Great game tonight, man. We appreciate it. And go get them next. Let's go get a ring.
All right. Thank you.
Carson Shaw, linebacker, our defensive player of the game tonight. And now let's talk to Peyton Shoemake. All right, we got you, Peyton?
Yes, sir.
Peyton, number 42 for Argyle, the 5'9", 172-pound junior running back. And but Peyton, I got 3 different questions tonight. Who is Tito Bice? Who's Braden Baker? And who is Knox Goggins? Man, 100 and what do we have? I've got you 27 carries, 191 yards, and 3 touchdowns tonight. Man, what a great game. Is there anything that, I know, like most running backs, you're probably going to give some praise to your offensive line and whatnot.
Yes,
but, man, lots of times you come in later in the game and you're getting hammered by some of those starters on defense. But tonight you just got to run wild.
It just all starts with my preparation, and throughout practice, all of my, teammates, coaches, all work their butt off. Just as the coaches say, every week we're out for blood, and especially, just our preparation is just great.
So 27 carries tonight. That's the most you've had in any game this year. You think you're going to need an extra ice bath tomorrow morning?
Yes, sir.
Well, so 3 touchdowns. I think that's probably a high for you. How bad were you wanting to maybe get in that end zone one last time? I know we were talking about it up here. I don't know about what you guys were thinking about. We didn't necessarily want to run up the score, but would like to have seen 80. And you kind of had a chance there at the end. And how bad were you trying to want to get in that end zone one more time?
I wanted it pretty bad, but I made a sacrifice for the team, and that's what it takes.
Well, and talk a little bit about that. How neat is it for all these? I talked to Carson about this a little bit. It's not like there's really a fall off, right? I'm joking around when I say who's all these other backs, but man, there's really not a whole lot of fall off, right? Whether it's Tito Bice or go all the way down to number 4 and Peyton Shoemake. As a team, how do you guys feel about that? That you guys can always come in. There's always a fresh body to go in at almost every position on the field.
It's a great, if anything happens, we always have a great backup. I honestly think that we have probably the best group of running backs in high school sports right now.
Hey, Peyton, a quick question for you. You got the ball 13 straight plays. At any point in that time were you like, I could use a play off, or do you relish in that, knowing that it may be one of the last carries of the game, so you got to go 100%?
Oh, I always go 100%, and my outside preparation always prepares me for those moments. Never tired.
Are you a baseball fan at all?
I'm not. Baseball's never been one of my main sports.
But you've watched a Texas Rangers game or two, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, sir.
So pretty excited to get to play at Globe Life Park next week?
Oh, it's going to be a great experience. Just like last year, being able to play in Baylor Stadium was just great.
That's right, Sickle Bears.
This will be a lot of
that in there. Appreciate that.
More history here.
Yeah. All right, awesome. Hey, offensive player of the game, congratulations. Great game tonight. Almost 200 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Thanks for hanging out with us for a second.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Peyton Shoemaker, offensive player of the game. 27 carries, 191 yards tonight, 3 touchdowns for the junior running back for Argyle following this 79-0 Argyle victory over the North Dallas Bulldogs. Going over a few stats here that ended this game. C.J. Rogers, 5 out of 5 tonight, throwing the football 93 yards, a couple of touchdowns. Ethan DePiro went 2 for 2 for 29 yards and a touchdown. And Drew Snakenberg, what in the world? 3 out of 4. He had an incompletion.
Yeah.
What in the world? 24 yards and a touchdown for Drew Snakenberg. Peyton Shoemaker, as we just mentioned, 27 carries, 191 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tito Bice had a couple of carries early in the game, 45 yards and a touchdown. Knox Scoggins, 3 for 34 and a touchdown. Braden Baker had 1 carry, and it was a good one, 5 yards and 1 touchdown for Braden Baker. Receiving, Cash Walker. Lots of singles here. Cash Walker, get it, singles money.
Yeah, I got you.
1 for 41 and a touchdown. Hayden Stewart had 1 for 35 and a touchdown. Baylor Bowen, 1 for 18 and a touchdown. Gannon Pels had 2 catches, 18 yards and a touchdown. Riley Page, 2 catches for 17 yards. Cole Kirkpatrick, 2 for 12. And Jasper Lott, 1 catch for 5 yards tonight for Jasper Lott. And on the other side, Davian Long was 6 out of 12, 32 yards throwing the football. He led the way for rushing for North Dallas, 20 carries, 75 yards for Long. And Quincy Goldsmith led the way receiving for North Dallas, 4 catches for 24 yards for the Bulldogs in this by-district victory tonight for Argyle. So, Mitch, pretty much what we expected. I don't know if we necessarily planned on a record in points with 79 tonight, but I think from the very beginning this is kind of what we were looking for and what we expected. Argyle came out and took care of business.
Yeah, I mean the score doesn't really surprise anybody, right? I mean everybody knew that there was a possibility when you have number 1 team in the state and then a team with 2 victories, but Argyle just executed, right? And North Dallas gave it their best, but Argyle was just a better team.
Thanks to Lori Jacobson of the DFW Legacy Real Estate Group for the player and coach interviews and our Waxahachie Autoplex players of the game tonight. And getting ready a little bit for next week, and it's going to be the winner of Stephenville and Benbrook. They play tomorrow night in Fort Worth at Farrington Field, and the winner of that game, I believe Stephenville comes in at 5-5, and Benbrook's at 5-4, so actually probably be a pretty good ball game over there at Farrington Field tomorrow night to see who Argyle plays next. But at Globe Life Park in Arlington, that should be kind of neat for the kids for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they all hopefully get the chance to play in Jerry World, right? But this one is a unique one because it's set up for baseball and had a World Series played in it and everything, and now it's set up for football. So I'm sure they'll all be super excited about it.
Well, that will be Thursday night. So you'll want to join us again, another Thursday night game, 6:30 for the Waxahachie Autoplex pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff from Globe Life Park in Arlington next Thursday. So that's going to wrap it up for the RE/MAX North Texas team postgame show tonight. By-district champions are your Argyle Eagles once again in 2020. Our final score again from Eagle Stadium, 79-0 Argyle over North Dallas. For Blake Jones producing, for Robert Hudgens, Mitch Cullen, I'm Kenny Arthur. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. Argyle 79, North Dallas nothing. Until next Thursday night from Globe Life Park, good night, everybody.
Good night.